Something sinister is going on in the Canadian Rockies. Is it the fabled Bigfoot or some ancient curse? 3 campsites along a 500-mile stretch have emergencies, and it's our job to locate them. Come fly along as we fly the beautiful Canadian Rockies in search of our lost travelers and celebrate 2 years and 2,000 followers. No rules, just flight. And if we could, let's take 1 minute of silence as I play God Save the Queen. All right, welcome in everybody. Wait a minute. That's not what was supposed to happen. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. Welcome in. That's, oh my gosh, and my green screen. Sheesh. Nothing like being a pro streamer, right? Having everything prepared. Welcome in everybody. Happy weekend eve. Happy Friday. Well, wait, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'm prepared, right? Can you tell? I am ready for this. Let me get my music started. There we go. Welcome in everybody. How's everyone doing? Got a nice crowd in here already today. Let me fix my green screen first really quick. There, bye-bye curtains. Welcome in. So yeah, I'm actually red. What is going on? Why is it still okay? Hang on a minute. There we go. Sheesh. That's what I get for doing something right at the last minute. Like, my decision to play God Save the Queen was like with 2 minutes left to go. So let me, Oz Nomad is here, and Oz is gonna be my guest today. So I'm gonna drag Oz in. He's gonna be in voice. Oz, give me just a second. There we go. Now you're in podcast, or you're in the hidden channel. But let me first go through and welcome everybody that came in before while the intro was going on. Infidel Fireman, welcome. Good to see you. First in chat. And let's see here. Super Typhon, welcome in. Good to see you as well, my friend. And Continuum, dude, Conti, it is an honor to have you here this evening. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hello. Yeah, we've been flying your homeland. Oz Nomad has been gracious enough to help me out with some details of it. Camo Time was gracious enough to give me the initial flight plan. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy yourself, Conti. Everyone give Conti a big welcome. Infidel Fireman have already welcomed. Tam the OG is here. Tam is my only daughter. She will be having my only grandchild in less than 2 weeks. Welcome in, babe. How are you doing? Let's see here. Gameplay Boy is here. Welcome, Gameplay Boy. Gameplay Boy, shout out. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Oz Nomad, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you as well, Oz. Viper Strike is here. Viper Strike, an amazing flight sim streamer, very, very detail oriented on his channel. During his group flights, you'll learn a lot in his channel. Go give him a follow. Blondie, Imagine Blondie is here also. Welcome in. How are you, my friend? Hope things are going well for you. I'm proud of how things are going for you. All right, and that catches me up with Chad. Sorry, about the stumbling through things this evening. Again, that's what I get for doing something very last minute, but I really wanted to do some sort of tribute, so I quickly threw that together. I wish I could have made a video or something with her picture. Anyways, here we are. So Oz Nomad, if we can get a mic check from you really quick just to make sure it's working. So I've got Oz. Oh, you know what? I guess I got to join, don't I? Not me trying to get Oz to talk, and I haven't even joined the channel. There. Now, Oz, can you hear me? And can I hear you?
Yep, I can hear you, Scruffy. Can you hear me?
There we go. Is everyone hearing Oz Nomad okay? I had this like a plan, y'all. Okay, so before I switch, okay, awesome, thank you, Blondie. Before I switch to the sim, I wanted to remind everybody about Saturday's stream. Saturday is going to be amazing. 2 years stream anniversary. In fact, today is 2 years. I started streaming 2 years ago today, but I want to celebrate it on Saturday. So we're going to do a 2-year, 2,000 follower celebration stream. I've got stuff we're going to give away. I've got a really amazing flight plan and a story to go with it. The teaser trailer I showed will kind of give you a clue as to what we're doing there. But I've also got a special livery. Let me show you guys this livery really quick, and then I promise you we'll get started. Let me find... I can't show that screen yet. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the PC scene really quick, and then I can show you. There. Thank you, Blondie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm super, really excited. Whoa, the weather is horrible. I'm gonna switch from live weather, just so you know, everybody. So the weather's horrible here, so I'm gonna switch. We're gonna create our own weather, or at least I will. So I had a special livery for Saturday created. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, Infidel Fireman. I will definitely, I will explain that for sure. So I got a special livery. Search and rescue is what we're going to be doing Saturday. And I had a special livery made. It is available on .to for the Kit Fox. So if you're interested in getting that livery, of course it's free. Got some pictures of it. It should be really visible to anyone who is lost and we're trying to find them. I'm really excited about that. So that's my livery. Zero Tadpole, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, I'm getting sounds from somewhere. There we go. All right. Yeah, thank you. I need to learn how to make liveries myself. So if someone, anyways, we'll talk about that another time, but I need to learn how to make liveries on my own because I've got some really cool ideas. Get everything on. Okay. The only man you weren't upset at for stealing your wife. What's up, Sky Command? How are you doing? Welcome in, my friend. Sky Command is another awesome flight sim streamer. Great friend of the community. Y'all, if you don't follow Sky Command, you want a really fun time, go check out Sky Command. He is awesome. Awesome, great guy. And also, I didn't say enough about Continuum. Continuum is on Sim Caesar's channel all the time, and he and Sim Caesar do a stream. I don't know how often it is that you guys stream, Conti, but they do a co-stream, and it's a lot of fun. And the name of the channel slips my mind. I am so sorry, but it's a lot of fun. Once a week. Awesome. Once a week. It's a lot of fun when them two get together and shared cockpit action. The jump seat. Thank you. It just totally, God, it happens every time. Every time I try to say something live, it leaves my mind. The jump seat. Yes, it's gangster. Exactly. It is. All right. I'm getting a little nav map set up so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna fly out of runway 19 Lima. That will be to our right. That'll be to our right, actually. So we'll taxi up this way, and then right around here, I think, is the beginning of the runway. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through my starting sequence. Just jump into the plane and get this thing fired up, because y'all are here to fly. You're not here to listen to me babble on about a bunch of nonsense, right? All right, park and brake is already set. Fuel selector valve is set to both. The fuel is turned on or pushed in position. Throttle, 1/4 inch. Mixture, idle cutoff. Master switch, battery and alternator are now on.
Show us those.
Oh, thank you, King Ken. I realize it's really late in the UK and a lot of UK friends weren't here, but I wanted to do a tribute to the Queen. And so again, I just quickly threw that together. So my socks of the day, something I always do on my channel if you're new here, is I always wear crazy mismatched socks. And if you ever wonder what socks I'm wearing, type in !socks. On the right foot, I've got my black socks with multicolored diamonds. On the left foot, pink socks with octopi on them. Those are my socks of the day. All right, let's see here. We just switched the master battery and alternator on. Now we're gonna flip beacon on. We're gonna turn the fuel pump on. And once I turn the fuel pump on, we're gonna look for fuel flow. So I'm gonna flip the fuel pump on. Right now there is no fuel flow showing, but when I rich in the mixture, what that's gonna do, it's gonna allow fuel to flow to the carburetor. That's what we're doing here, is we're wanting to prime the fuel system. So once we see that, we'll flip the fuel pump back off. We now have the system primed, and we'll go back to lean. All right, mixture is back at idle cutoff, fuel pump is off, and now we're ready to fire this bad boy up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch my switch to start, and then slowly rich in the mixture, and then go to both. We'll check our magnetos once we get to the hold short line. All right, throttle to 1200 RPM. Actually, a lot of times if I'm less than 1200 RPM, you'll see the voltage warning up here because the alternator's not able to charge below below-ish 1200 RPM. So we're right at a little over 1200, right at 1200 RPM now. All right, we'll flip our other lights on. So we're ready to, let's see here. I need to flip my avionics on. And avionics are not working. Guess what that means, y'all? I have got a circuit breaker that's tripped, most likely. So let's check our circuit breaker really quick. Yes. So you see, I've got an instrument lights circuit breaker popped. That's one of the things I love about this WB Sim near study level plane, is it does give you random failure. So now once I reset that, hopefully, this is not how we're going to start the night, Scruff. I don't see any other circuit breakers that look like they're popped. Avionics are on. How about I just cycle all the circuit breakers? Did that fix anything? No, it's still not doing anything. That is really weird. Is my ADF working? No, we have no avionics at all. I'm at a complete loss here as to what the problem could be. Not quite how I wanted stream to start. Everything is on. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me just back out really quick and I'll come right back in. Yeah, you know what, Hoban, I may have very well drained the battery. I've got it on state saving mode. And that very well may be what happened is last time I streamed, I may have left it on for too long. So let's load my flight plan back up. But I like a challenge. So I'm cool with that. Acting up like that. So I'll just have to do a really quick start this time. I'll still start cold. Oh, that's true. The engine was running. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about that, Hoban. We'll see. We'll try it again and see what happens. If it still doesn't work, there may be another mod that's not playing well with this plane. I may just have to switch planes out, which I don't want to have to do, but I will if I need to. So I'm really excited tonight to have Oz Nomad in here live. Oz is from Australia, and he's the one that's kind of given me these points of interest and giving me the details of each of these legs. So it's going to be really cool to actually hear from someone who lives here all about the points of interest that we're going to be checking out. So to begin with, I'm not even going to change the weather. Let me just do a really quick cold start. Ah, come on. There we go. Give myself a little splash of gas. Part brake on. There we go. I don't know what happened, but cycling the plane fixed it, and that's really all that matters at this point, right? Not sure what I did wrong there. So if let me see it. I don't know if my METAR is working. Let's see here. I used to have a METAR command. No, okay. Really, that does happen sometimes, Conti. That's really weird. As much, I mean, because I love this add-on. It's absolutely amazing. Could someone tell me the what the barrow is here? I mean, I could just cheat. Inside 1018, thank you. So wait a minute, what's yeah, the battery's charging, so the alternator's working, so we should be good. Ah, shoot. Come on, yo, get out of the way. There we go. Conti, dude, thank you so much for, oh, Tam, thank you for gifting a sub to Conti. Wow. Tam, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Conti, enjoy your gift sub, courtesy of my daughter. Watch out for plug fouling. I think I may have that turned off, but yes, for sure. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get it. I should have pushed back before I cranked up, but it'll be okay. Let's get pushed back and get in the air. Oh no, Conti, dude, subs are never expected, man. I appreciate, really, it's just an honor to have you here. Seriously, I appreciate it. I don't know, Infinite Fireman, right? It's just the way it is when you're a streamer. Learn to expect anything. So my advice to anyone who's thinking about streaming, learn to expect anything and everything to happen. Sonos, what's happening? How are you doing? Yes, thank you for explaining what the METAR is. Some people pronounce it METAR, some people say meter. I was trained it's METAR, so that's what I usually say. Speedy, what's up, Speedy? How are you doing? Welcome in. So Speedy is a disabled gamer, streamer, also doing some amazing things. A friend of Fly Lilo. Many of y'all know Fly Lilo. Fly Lilo is another friend of the community here. A disabled gamer as well. Doing amazing things. See, I need to quit looking at little nav map so much. It's taking me way out of the way. Oh, Conti, man, this is the 5th leg, and it has truly put on a show for us. I'm getting some pretty bad stuttering, which is unusual. I just took the long way around is all I did. You know, I mean, fuel is so inexpensive that we can just taxi the long way around, right? No problem with that at all. Oh, I'm on some kind of a service road. Sheesh. Let me get back over here where I belong. I'm on a daggum service road instead of the taxiway. What? It's okay. Thank you, Tam, for shouting out, Speedy. It's how we roll. Hamo time, what's happening? How are you doing? Thank you for the 300 biddies. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? So Hamo time is a fellow Australian, a fellow Aussie. Welcome in also, Hamo. Good to see you. Just dropping in before your flight back home. No problem, man. Have a good flight back home. Always good to see you. Thank you again for the 300 biddies. Yes, please, 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 if you stream, please take the time to whisper Tam the OG. Tam is my daughter. She doesn't get to spend a whole lot of time here, but I love to support fellow streamers. So if you're a streamer, large or small, whisper Tam and let her shout you out, please. All right, once we get to the hold short line, I'm gonna run the engine all the way up. We'll test our magnetos and then we'll be ready to take off. What altitude? Minimum safe is 3,000, so I'll be really low in Fiddle Fire, man. Probably about 1,000. All right, so we're gonna run the engine RPM up. I'll turn the volume up so you can hear when I do the magneto check. All right, music off, volume up. So I'm gonna switch to only the left magneto and listen to the engine change. Little bit of a change. Should be about 50 RPM if I'm not mistaken. Then I'll switch to the right magneto. Again, you should get about a 50 RPM change. And then we'll go back to both, throttle back down. And then we'll do our equipment check really quick. So, oops, aha, that's why we do equipment check, so I don't bang my mic. Full left aileron's good. Full right aileron is good. Elevator down, elevator up, we're good. Left rudder, right rudder, we are good there too. Tam, thank you for that. That's okay, Tam. I understand you got a family and you're busy too. Hey, Topple, what's up, hey Topple? So my socks of the day, holy crap, my rudder pedals are already going crooked on me. Socks of the day, on the right foot, I've got my black socks with multicolored diamonds. On the right foot, pink socks with blue octopi. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. And now, check flaps, and then we'll be ready to take off. Flaps are flapping. Flaps are flapping. Let's go back into the plane. Part break off. Let's go. Hey, Sterlo, what's happening? How are you doing, Sterlo? Sterlo Gaming is a fellow streamer as well. Sterlo was doing a stream today raising raising funds for a campaign that's in Australia called, I think it's Are You Okay? If I'm not mistaken, that was the name of the campaign, and it's all about mental health. He raised $420 today over the last 2 days for the charity called Are You Okay? It's really amazing. You did awesome, man. You did really, really well, Sterlo. All right, so flying along tonight, we got a bunch of people. So many right here that you can't. They're all bunched up there together. All the names are. Not sure about everybody over here to the right if they're with us or not, but it doesn't matter. Let's go. So Oz, are you still with me? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
okay.
Up at the end of the runway. You're about halfway down.
Yeah, I didn't taxi all the way up. So I'm going to go ahead and take off. And Oz, you feel free to jump in and speak whenever you'd like. The only thing I say with guests is if, of course, if I get a raid or if someone gifts or whatever, then I'll talk over you, but it's not being rude. It's just, I'm trying to, wanting to show appreciation to people when they do things for the channel. But, I appreciate you. So Oz Nomad is in voice and he'll be our tour guide tonight. Really quick, before we take off, one more thing I wanted to say is if you got to see the Wings Over the Web air show at the beginning of the year, there's going to be another air show November the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. I do have a command for it. It's exclamation FSAF. Foxtrot Sierra Alpha Foxtrot, and I will also be narrating the Flight Sim Thunderbirds portion of that as well. Rayos, what's happening, Rayos? How are you doing? Rayos is another Flight Sim streamer. Y'all go check out and support all these other streamers. The Flight Sim community is awesome. Thank you, Rayos. All right, we're gonna run up to about 55 knots and then we'll rotate up. As I say that, I'm reaching 60. All right, and we're up.
Okay, Scruffy. In the spirit of aviate, navigate, communicate, I'll get airborne and get the aircraft squared away, and then I'll start just jumping in occasionally with comments about what we're flying over.
You got it, my friend. All right, so Oz is getting up. I'm gonna do a left pattern out because I don't want to fly over the runway that's parallel to me. So I'll do a left pattern out. I'm gonna make one pattern around the airport just to give everyone time to get up in the air.
Altitude.
Not much. You're stuck isolating yourself because you have COVID. Oh no. Oh, hey Topple, that sucks because I know how much you were looking forward to that. Tam the OG also has COVID as well. Let's see. Speedy, I totally missed. I'm sorry. You've added 2 new announcement channels to your Discord. One is for community streamer schedules. Oh, nice. Thank you, Speedy. Speedy, that's really awesome of you. Thank you. I will definitely do that. Yeah, Atopple, I hope that yours isn't, bad COVID. I don't know what the proper term is, but I really hope that you just have a mild case of it. It seems like most of the cases now that we hear of, or that I hear of, are mild. So I pray that yours is also mild as well. Tam the OG's was rather mild, but it's a little bit rough for her because she is pregnant. She's about to deliver in less than 2 weeks now. Deliver our 3rd grandchild. So she got to stay healthy. All right, I'm going to jump out of the plane, go to external view for just a few minutes. and I will circle back. And we're going to be flying a heading of 328 degrees, 328 degrees. Jump out of the plane, right? I mean, but I've got my selfie stick and my GoPro, so I'm okay to jump out of the plane, right? All right. So now, hey, do not give me subs. What's happening? Can I do a barrel roll? How you doing, man? Good to see you. It's been a little while. You know what? I can do a barrel roll. I don't like doing them outside of the cockpit though. It's funny, when I first started flight simming, I would rather fly this way than inside, but now I'm way more comfortable flying inside the cockpit than I am outside. Oh, nice, Speedy. Thank you. Oh, it's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, dude. And yes, it is a sad day. Sterlo, thank you for the work lurk. You know, I could totally go for no appetite for a little while. Not that I want COVID, not that I'm making light a topple, but seriously, I could go for a no appetite for a little while. I could stand to lose some weight. But dude, no sleep is not, no sleep is nothing to joke about, because seriously, I'm a person that needs my sleep, and when I don't get sleep, it's not a good thing. Sterlo, again, thank you for the work alert, dude. I appreciate that. But yes, I do hope you have a good birthday. It is definitely a sad day for my friends over in the UK and Britain. Okay, Infinite Fireman and anyone else that doesn't understand the camp codes. So for Saturday, during Saturday's stream, we are going to be doing a search and rescue mission in the Canadian Rocky Mountains. So basically what has happened is there are 3 sets of different campers that have went camping. Something has happened to them. No one really knows what, except there's been some emergency distress signals coming from each of the campsites. Our job is to search and find all 3 campsites over a 500-mile stretch in a trench in the Canadian Rocky Mountains. Each one of those campsites, if you have the Camp Out app or the Camp Out mod, you can also see those campsites. So the camp codes, if you have the Camp Out app, open up your Camp Out app, and then, where is it? Right here. You import those from me. You'll probably have to do them one at a time, but I do have them campsite 1, 2, and 3, but just import them from me into your camp mod, and then you'll be able to see them. So it's really, I love how they thought that out. That way, if you have the Camp Out mod, then anyone if you're flying with me and you have the mod, you'll be able to see the campsites as I see them as well. If you don't have the Camp Out mod, I'm giving away 3 Camp Out mods during stream. Guess when I'm giving them out? Guess when I'm giving out the Camp Out mods? Just kept yourself busy. You were feeling down on Wednesday and with what happened in the UK. Oh yeah, Speedy. And Speedy, I am sorry it takes me a little while sometimes, just because of the time zone difference between you and me. But yes, text me anytime. Hey Topple, thank you for the alert. Is that a Beechcraft 18 or is that an Electra? I didn't pay it much attention. Sorry. I need to slow down also. Looks like you cannot fly under this bridge.
Yeah, I wouldn't be risking that one. I think that's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, it looks really low.
And as would be the Murphy's Law today, my SIM's playing up, so I think I've got it under control now. But I was getting a lot of stutters and other stuff. So if you see a 172 go down in flames, don't worry too much. It'll just be me.
It's just you. Yes, KW. For each time we reach a campsite, I will be given a Parallel 42 camp out mod. We'll be doing a drawing for it. Oh
Yeah, they just released that for Xbox today.
Oh, did they? Nice.
Yep, should be on the marketplace later apparently.
Awesome.
Not sure how they're going to handle the codes thing. How you would get those codes out of the Xbox to give them to somebody else, but we'll see.
Yeah, that would be a little tricky. Okay, Tam, no problem, babe. Yeah, Speedy, thank you for checking on me too. Speedy checks on me periodically through Discord.
Just quickly, we've left Brisbane behind us. Brisbane is the third largest capital city by population in Australia, around about 3 to 4 million, I think. Not significantly more than Melbourne and Sydney, but a bit, sorry, less than. The climate up here is subtropical, so they have wet and sticky and hot summers, but the winters are lovely, warm, clear skies and very nice weather. Everybody migrates north here in the winter, much like in America, people migrate south to Florida.
Right. Nice. That's a lot of people too, and I guess that's why the weather is what it is today, because it's that time of year, right?
Yeah. We just sort of come out of winter. First day of spring was 1st of September, kind of officially. So yeah, the weather's pretty rough on the east coast at the moment. There's been a lot of rain. Been a very wet winter, east and west this year. So lots of flooding over the east in particular. People are suffering in certain areas there, particularly in New South Wales, north of Sydney.
Oh wow. Yeah, I did look at the radar once I saw how rainy it was at the airport, and we may get out of it later on, but for now it's nasty weather in live weather. Yeah, Sonoris. So Camp Out is a mod by Parallel 42. It's their newest release, and basically you can land your plane anywhere and set up a camp. So a lot like the Kit Box, where you can put out a tent, but not only can you put out a tent, you can put out a campfire, chairs, coolers, and you can share that with other people as well. So not just that you can see it, but your other friends can see it as well. It is really amazing. I think I've got a shortcut for it. I'm not sure. I know I will for Saturday, but I'm not sure that I have one for today. But just check out Parallel 42 and then Camp Out. Google it, and it's really amazing.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what other people come up with now after seeing that Camp Out. I mean, it's a world simulator, really, not a flight simulator.
Right. Yep. I did see one of the developers was streaming earlier in the week one of their new sceneries, and it actually had 2 people flying an RC plane in that scene, in the scenery, and it was very realistic looking and sounding.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty
I'd
cool.
love to be able to take my plane and fly from one airport to another, get out of the aeroplane, get into a vehicle and drive the roads to a house somewhere, you know?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah. So Oz, is this a bay that we're flying over right now? I mean, I know it's part of the ocean, but it looks like a bay.
Yes, it is. Just looking at little nav maps because I can't remember the.
It looks like Deception Bay, is that right? So Tam, this is the Pacific Ocean. The main body. It really is.
Yeah, it's Morton Bay, I think, just south of here. Is
Okay, Morton, Yoga Morton Bay is what King Ken's saying. Thank you, King Ken.
yeah, just south of here is south of Brisbane is Morton Island and the two Stradbroke Islands, north and. We're just coming up now on Bribie Island, which is largely national park and state forest, but there is a small enclave which we can see ahead of us at the southern end of it, which has been developed and where people live. There's a bridge from the mainland over to the island. It's a popular place for people to go and visit.
Nice. I'm hoping we can fly under this bridge, maybe.
Yeah, not sure about this one. I haven't attempted it, and it's more of a causeway kind of bridge, so I don't know how high off the water it is, but
okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, King Ken is saying it's much too low, but we can all see Oz Nomad up ahead, so if he crashes, we'll know. Just kidding, Oz. Don't hurt yourself.
No, I'm staying at a slightly higher altitude on autopilot today because I'm multitasking here between the chat and looking at NavMap and looking at the stream, so I'm going to get very confused if I'm not careful.
No worries. So if you're formation flying with me, I haven't looked out yet. I'm trying to get my plane trimmed where I'm flying semi-level at about 95 knots. So I just realized I was only going 76, I think. Give me just a minute. Let me get everything leveled out here. I took some time this week also for Saturday stream and found some old clips of when I was a variety streamer. So I put together some pretty funny clips so y'all can get a taste of how I used to be as a streamer before I discovered Flight Sim. Old school scruff. So I'll have some Just Flight gift vouchers, some Sim Market gift vouchers, and then 3 Camp Out gift vouchers to give away Saturday. And it's just my way of thanking everybody. I mean, it's been an amazing 2 years. Hey, Swan, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Oh, you've never left the UK? Yeah, that's what I love about flying in the sim is that you can see places you'd never see in real life. How are you doing, Swan? ePro Enthusiast is a good friend of the community, a longtime friend. Her username used to be Swan, so that's why I call her Swan. Good to see you. How are y'all? And so this is the area that you were saying has developed, and it has definitely got a lot of houses on it.
Yeah, on the right hand side there.
Yeah. Yeah, so Sonoris, it did look doable, but it was really tight. I don't want to crash.
I think I saw a Panda with a machine gun go through it and survive.
Oh, you swanned? You swanned. You subbed all week, Swan. The Swan is a teacher. I'm really having a hard time getting my plane trimmed out tonight. I should just turn autopilot on.
Lots of marinas and waterways around here, as there is right around Australia, really. Boats are big over here because of, you know, most of the population lives on or close to the coast.
You know what I really found interesting, I think it was last stream and then right at the beginning of this stream, is how, well, even back there, how the houses are, like you said, built with a bunch of marinas, and it goes so far inland as well, where you can get boats and park basically at your house, or dock at your house, I guess.
Yeah, those marinas are man-made, and yeah, they're expensive developments, and you know, if you want to buy a house on the water with a mooring, normally they don't tend to be cheap.
And King Ken says the Glasshouse Mountains are straight ahead. Oh, okay, yeah, I see them now.
Well, we'll be turning left in a little bit, and then heading straight for the Glasshouse Mountains. Yeah.
Nice.
But if you look over to the left, you can. I mean, they're called the Glasshouse Mountains. The Glasshouse sort of bumps, really. There's about a dozen hills in that area, 3 or 4 of which are quite large and spectacular. No valleys or mountains, I'm afraid, or real mountains on this trip, though. It's mostly coastal and fairly low level all the way.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Tam, I'm really close to the trees. I'm working on it, Tam. Thank you. So this is Bribie. Is this Bribie Island? Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, that's it. Bribie Island. Yeah.
Bribie Island. There. I'm going to go to altitude hold mode and heading mode for a little while. Infinite Fire, man. I finally decided just to say forget it and let the plane fly in autopilot, so I'm not fighting it. Glasshouse Mountains definitely worth a look. Yeah, so we're going to be going to the Glasshouse Mountains, right?
Yeah, that's where we're heading next. If anyone's following the flight plan, yeah.
Nice.
As I said before, it's a cluster of about 13 hills. They're basically volcanic rock. A lot of them used to be much higher, 2 or 3 times higher than this. Not in our lifetimes, but you know, thousands of years ago. And the outer rock has gradually been eroded away, leaving the volcanic lava behind.
Oh wow, we got a raid. Ruan, what's happening, Ruan? How are you doing? Welcome back, Tight Backhand. What's up, Tight? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Tight and Raiders. How's everyone doing tonight? Good to see you. What were you guys up to? Tam, thank you for shouting out, Tight. Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Scruffy Tam, a longtime gamer. I've been a streamer for 2 years today. Today is my 2-year stream anniversary. I'm not celebrating that until Saturday though, but today is 2 years of streaming for me. And I've been flight simming for almost exactly 1 year. Welcome in, good to see you. Deep Impact, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. So we're flying in Australia. I've got an Australian resident, Oz Nomad. in Discord chat with me, helping out. Oh, you finally completed, excuse me, your coast to coast free flight. Nice. Awesome. Congratulations on that. Oh yes, Joe. Oh yes, I do know that. Oh, you got the X56. I've got it also, Ruan. And that's probably what I'm going to be flying Saturday. Y'all are not going to want to miss Saturday. Saturday is a 2-year, 2,000 follower celebration stream. There'll be giveaways, a really awesome story-based stream. It's not just flying. We're actually got a story. We're going to be rescuing some people. And we're going to be flying the Kit Fox. I've got a special livery for it. I'm really excited. So be here if you can. And I will be flying with a Hodas probably. My X56 for a change. Oh, you saw the livery? Yeah, so if you want the livery for the Kit Fox, it is a special search and rescue livery. Type in exclamation livery. No, actually just type the word livery with no exclamation and you'll get a link to all my liveries and then you can check it out. Oh no, Infinite Fireman, what's wrong? Because I do too sometimes. I need to slow down. There we go. All right, so these are the Glasshouse Mountains. Wow, this is quite interesting.
Yeah, we're heading towards Mount Beerwah, which is the tallest of this cluster. And Mount Beerwah is, according to Aboriginal legend, is the mother of all the other mounds here, bar one, which is Tibragargan, which is a little off to our left, which is the father.
Wow, that's interesting.
And if you see below, there's a lot of agriculture in this area. It's a very big area for strawberries in particular. They grow magnificent strawberries here. Chickens or chooks is a big part of the produce here too. And as we head further north, more and more sugarcane.
Oh, cool. You see, that's pretty interesting. I love, of the many things, and y'all have heard me say this many times, the things I love about flight sim, but this is one of them. Learning, because and I've said this before, when I think of Australia, I used to think it was just one big desert, you know, but just in the 4 legs that we've flown so far, it's beautiful. And like you said, Oz, the first time I talked to you about it, it's got every type of climate on Earth is in Australia. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're right. And I love finding out about different parts of the world in this sim. It's absolutely awesome. And yeah, Australia, most people, my mother was one of them when I emigrated to Australia 30 odd years ago, think that it's just one complete desert with capital cities that are like Wild West towns with kangaroos hopping up and down the main street, you know.
Right, that was me too. Cynthia Snipes, thank you so much for the first time chat and also for the follow. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator and Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and this is definitely multiplayer. As you can see, got a lot of people flying along with me tonight. We are touring Australia, and my daughter says that her extent of knowledge of Australia comes from Finding Nemo. Game of the year. Cynthia Snipes, game of the year. It's amazing. I'll just put it this way, Snipes. When I first started streaming 2 years ago today, I was a variety streamer. I discovered Microsoft Flight Sim almost a year ago, and I have not played another thing except Microsoft Flight Simulator since. Stumbled on my tongue for a minute there. So yeah, all these people that are behind me are flying along with me.
There's walking tracks you can take up to the top of most of these mountains here, bar one, which I think has been closed due to rockfalls, but they're pretty tough. I certainly couldn't do them at my age. I think there's a couple where it's literally a rock climb at the end to get to the top. And I think they're all graded level 5 tracks, which is the toughest track trail.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How it's eroded to the point where it's just rock sticking out of the top. Oh, 2 planes were just added to Marketplace. Which two were just added? I do know the 414 was added, or will be added very soon. Oh yeah, Joe. Yeah, for sure. Now it's it's really you know, the sim versus game debate. It really all depends on how you fly. When I first started streaming it, it was definitely a game to me. But now that I've gotten more serious about it, I consider it a sim. But it depends on the user, honestly, in my opinion. Oh, the Piper Arrow 11 Cub specials, they are also nice. All right, so now we're going to change our heading to a heading of 43 degrees. I'm just going to circle around Glasshouse Mountain, right? Oh yeah, Snipes, I totally understand. It's not cheap, but it's well worth every penny that you pay for it. It really is. And once I get autopilot back on, I want to look and see who all's flying with me and give them a quick shout out. I gotta gain some altitude really quick.
Okay, we're going to be heading northeast now, and I don't know how many people on the stream would have heard of Steve Irwin.
Oh yes.
Do you know Steve Irwin?
Yes, yeah, sir.
Yeah, this is where his Australian zoo is, a little bit further up. I mean, obviously he's no longer with us now. He tragically died some years ago, but his son and daughter still run the zoo, along with their grandfather, I believe. And it's quite an attraction with the crop feeding and so forth.
Nice. Is his wife still involved in the zoo?
Yeah, Terry, his American wife. Yep, she's still, manages it with. I think the kids are the main kind of performers in the place these days. They look after the shows and that, and do a lot of promotion for it. But she's behind the scenes sort of manager of the whole enterprise now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely miss him. Wow, he passed in 2006. Time flies. I didn't realize it was that long ago, Tam.
Yeah. Crikey.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he was a great character and a great conservationist. Really was awesome stuff. The zoo is actually not that well represented in the sim, I'm afraid. It's not a PI or anything.
Really?
There's just basically, you'll see below. I mean, you can see it on little nav map, but in the sim, it's just an open paddock, really. You can see one of the little man-made lakes there, but you wouldn't know it was Australia Zoo from the air in the sim.
Well, that's a shame that when they were doing the scenery for Australia that they didn't include that.
Well, I suppose they have to draw the line somewhere. I mean, there are so many things they could have done, but they do seem to have an inordinate fondness for lighthouses for some reason. I think they could have done less of those and some other things.
Yes.
I mean, I like lighthouses as much as the next man, but once you've seen one or two, you've kind of seen them all, you know?
Right. It's just a lighthouse on the tip of land somewhere, basically.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. There's not many of them that are super unusual in any way.
Oh, Tam, so this is Oz Nomad. So if you're just joining me, the other voice, I'm not a ventriloquist. This is Oz Nomad, a resident of Australia who has helped. So Hamo Time originally gave me a flight plan for Australia, and Oz Nomad kind of took a look at it and he said, let me add some points of interest to it. So Oz Nomad has graciously helped me out by creating a few other waypoints along the way of points of interest that we can check out.
Hi, Tam. Nice to meet you. Hope
Yeah,
all going well for you.
That is my daughter. So is this the zoo right in this area?
I think I've already passed it. Let me just have a look at your screen.
Oh, sorry.
Which no, that's okay. Yeah, this is it coming up, I think.
Okay.
It's that where there was a waypoint for it in the plan. So if you're at
Yes.
that waypoint, that's it. And that does look like it, yeah, but you can't really see any infrastructure there or anything.
Yeah, Synthesnipes. I do have DCS. The only thing I've ever done is turn DCS on. I've opened it up and that's it. I haven't even updated it. So I do have DCS. And I came this close this week when X-Plane 11 released. I came this close to getting X-Plane 11. But then I said, what a waste of money that would be, because I'd probably never fly it. So I made a wise decision and did not buy X-Plane 11. So let me give a quick shout out to everyone flying along tonight. We got Infidel Fireman, we got Sonoris flying along. Jerdod is up there, as well as Oz Nomad. Off to the right, Moet is here. Welcome in, Moet. And a bunch of people to the rear here. Zero Tadpole is here. I don't know if all these people are with me or not, but I'm going to say their names just to be on the safe side. So Haas is here. Codes Yuki, Zath, Nathaniel, Monkey Poo, Slim Danger, Kenzo. I know Kenzo's with me. Biohazard. Oops, wrong way. And I think that's it. Did I miss anybody above or below? I did not. Doesn't look like it. But if you would like to fly along, everyone's always welcome to fly along. Jump on in and fly with me. No rules, just fly what you want to, fly how you want to. This in the upper right hand corner is the closest airport, and we're on US East server right now. DCS sucks if you only have the base game. Yeah, that's all I've got too. I've just got the base DCS. And really, I bought it just so I could fly with the Shadow Display team. And I've never taken the time to fly with them before. But yeah, I was watching Sky Command, who was in here earlier. He was playing X-Plane 12 earlier in the week, and it looked really, really good in my opinion. It looked pretty good, but I'm just too invested in this sim to switch. Melvin Leroy, what's happening? How are you doing? Melvin Leroy is another streamer friend. How you doing, Melvin Leroy? And Melvin, you play X-Plane 11. Have you got X-Plane 12 yet? What's your opinion of it if you do have it? I had a laugh at Sky Command. On his stream, he was showing the zoom feature. So like in my plane, I could scroll my mouse and zoom in or out. In X-Plane 12, let's just say that on the top of this very distant on the horizon mountain or hill, there was a lamp post. He did this in X-Plane 12. There was a lamp post on the top of at the horizon, at the top of a hill. He zoomed all the way in so close to the lamp post that you could see where the lens and the lamp post are mounted together. It was crazy how close he could zoom in. You are going to get X-Plane 12 soon. Awesome. Deep Impact, thank you for the Mario death. How you doing, Deep? Hey, what's up, Rolly Mall? How are you doing? Welcome in. You're going to drop in soon? Nice. Jump on in with us, Rolly. Rolly Mall is another flight sim streamer, good friend of the community, and an Australian as well. Not too bad. So let me I thought Tam was still here. She must be eating. I was giving her clues as to who's streamers, and I realized she's not shouting people out. So there we go. Oh, a big pineapple. Another thing.
I'm live paused over the big pineapple now.
Nice.
As you may well have realised by now, everyone, we're obsessed with, in quotes, big things in Australia. We have big everything. There's a whole long list of a couple of hundred of them in Wikipedia, and this is one of them. It's a bit of a tourist attraction. They do grow a lot of pineapples in this area. There's a pineapple plantation there, and there's also a treetop kind of wire rope walker, if you know the kind of thing where you've got an upper wire that you're hooked onto,
yes,
and then a lower wire that you walk around. There's quite an extensive treetop trail of that kind in there.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, one of the many things I've learned about Australia is they have a lot of big things. And there's the big pineapple. We've seen the big banana. There was something else big we saw. Oz, what was it? The banana, the pineapple. There's one other thing.
Oh, you got me now. What was
That's
the other
okay.
one?
There was something else that you added. I can't remember. Oh, the shrimp. Not the shrimp. What's it called?
The prawn. Big prawn.
Yeah, the prawn. The big prawn. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of those around. We've got one over here in Western Australia too.
So Australia's got a lot of big stuff.
But they're basically a good way of attracting visitors to small towns based upon something that is known, you know, for that town, like growing pineapples here, or the prawn industry in places where those are.
That makes sense. Tam, don't worry about it, babe. I just thought maybe you were eating because you told me you were going to eat. So no worries. I got you. Oh, and Syntha Snipes, thank you so much, man. So when I first started flight simming, I actually started out using this, just an Xbox controller. Within 2 weeks, I had bought the Logitech G Series yoke and throttle, and my rudder pedals are still Logitech G Series. But about 3 months ago, I upgraded to the Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo flight controls, and man, it was worth every penny I spent. You want a pizza but not the heartburn, so you ordered cheese sticks from... Oh, really, Tim?
Altitude.
Oh, Infinite Fireman, what made me... Dude, that's a really good question. So what made me buy a Microsoft Flight Sim? I have always had a love of flight and flying. Always been very interested in it. And Oz, interrupt me if you know when something comes up. But I've always had a love and a fascination for flying and for racing and space travel, which are three
Altitude.
interesting things, I guess, that are you know to be combined together. So in 1994, I decided that I wanted to try to get my PPL. Our neighbor 2 doors up was a CFI, certified flight instructor. So I talked to him about taking flight lessons, and I took my first flight lesson. I still have a logbook sitting over here somewhere with 0.6 of an hour towards my 40. During that flight, I got violently sick. I barfed out the window of the plane. And I was so airsick that I just laid in bed the rest of the day, and I said, screw it, I don't want to be a pilot anymore. Although everyone then and even now tells me that is something you get used to. Yeah, right, Sam. So anyways, fast forward to a year ago. Again, I was a variety streamer, and there's a streamer called the Kung Fu Kangaroo, who is the Average Kim's husband. The Average Kim lurks a lot in my channel, but her husband, the Kung Fu Kangaroo, had been a American Truck Sim streamer, and I was kind of interested in that. But then he started doing this thing called Microsoft Flight Sim, and I thought, because you know he was flying like this, so I thought it was just like this app I've got on my phone, you know, where you can just fly a plane on your phone and it's like super fake. But I got asking questions about how long it took to get places, and I saw how beautiful it was. Did some research, and that's what got me hooked. And I haven't looked back. Okay, so this airport, I have talked, and we're coming up on an airport. So I'm gonna just do a touch and go here at Yankee Bravo Sierra uniform.
Okay, that was Maroochydore. We just flew over there in the mouth of the Maroochydore River, and Maroochydore Airport is what we're coming up to.
Oh, nice.
This is all part of the Sunshine Coast here, which is north of Brisbane. If you remember previously, we flew over the Gold Coast, which is south of Brisbane, where all the high rises are. And this area is a much more less developed area, beautiful beaches, much quieter than down in the Surfers Paradise, where all the youngsters go.
Gotcha. So are all the beaches public beaches? Like, I mean, I know, I'm sure that there are some private beaches, but for example, right under where I'm at right now, it looks like there's no development. Are those just public beaches for anyone to go and enjoy?
Yeah, most beaches around Australia would be public, I think. I'm not aware of many complete private beaches where you cannot go. There may be high up the beach sections of some beaches where resorts are, just like cordoned off for the use of the people at resort. But most beaches you can drive, you can go on, and a lot of them you can drive on. They are
cool.
roads.
That's cool.
We'll see a lot more of that when we get a bit further north to Frasier Island. That's a popular four-wheel driving destination.
I'll have to see about getting my Jeep shipped to Australia and then fly over there so I can drive on the beaches.
Oh, you'll have the best fun over here with the four-wheel drive. Unbelievable.
I'm sure that wouldn't be very expensive, would it?
What, to ship it over?
Yeah.
No, cheap as chips, yeah. It'd be cheaper to fly over here and buy one.
Yes, it would. All right, so I'm down, and now I'm gonna take right back off. Oh, that was a nice smooth landing. Pretty happy for that. Yeah, so Tam the OG used to stream, but then family life got in the way, and pregnancy and trying to get pregnant, so she has taken a hiatus from streaming. But I hope that she will be back in the streaming game soon.
Altitude.
Sam, I wish I could chitty chitty bang bang over to Australia. All right, so now we're gonna fly just about due north, 341 degrees, to another small airstrip, which I'm not gonna even do a touch and go here. We'll just fly over it. But it looks like it's on Lake Waba. Is that Waba?
Yeah, that'll be it. I think it's pronounced Weber.
Weber.
I'm not entirely certain, but Noosa Airport is the airport, and the Noosa National Park runs. Yeah, Noosa National Park it surrounds this area and runs all up to the tip of the head there.
Okay. So Snipes, what I've got is the gosh, I can't even, the Shure SM7B mic. It was $350, I think. So no, not a $600 mic.
Scruffy Tam, show us those.
Hey, King. What's up, King? How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Thursday evening to you, or at least it's Thursday for me. I know for Oz it's what, Friday midday?
Oh, not quite midday here. No, we're on the west coast, so it's just after 9 o'clock here.
Oh, okay. So my socks of the day, on the right foot, I've got my black socks with multicolored diamonds on them. On the left foot, it's really hard to tell. They are pink, I promise you. Pink socks with blue octopi on them. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that command.
Hey, Scruffy, I just saw Infidel Fireman's comment about your Jeep.
Yes.
In Scruffy livery. I reckon you could probably get Wombi to do that for you.
You know what? I probably could. That would be pretty cool. I'm actually talking to a guy about getting lettering for my rear quarter windows that say Scruffy Tam, or that say twitch.com/Scruffy Tam. But that would be cool to have a Scruffy livery on the Jeep. So Infidel Fireman asks, what's the main industry here in Australia?
Well, in this part of the country, it's basically, well, tourism is big, obviously, but there's a lot of agriculture around here. Pork, chickens, or chooks as we call them, and various crops grown. As I mentioned before, strawberries. Sugar cane is big and gets bigger and bigger the further north we go here. There's a big rum factory at Bundaberg when we get up that way later on. Yeah, so mainly agricultural.
Cynthia Snipes, take care. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate that. And I will be back Saturday. Saturday's going to be an amazing stream. Hope to see you then. So Oz King AB apologizes in advance for any rude American tourists. Okay.
No, it's all right. We love them. Come over, bring your money.
That's right. Tam, sleep well, my babe. Thank you so much for being here. Tam, thank you for moderating. I really do appreciate that. And I'll see you tomorrow. Me and Tam are going to hang out some tomorrow. Something that I've been meaning to look at is how Australia compares to the size of America. Do you know, Oz?
Slightly small, but Australia is slightly smaller than the US. There's not a huge amount in it, but it is smaller.
Gotcha. And see, that's what's amazing to me, because I was wondering about that when it's got all the different climates, kind of like we have. And I thought surely it's got to be close to the same size. So that's pretty interesting. Okay. And it's so far away from each other on the map, it's hard to tell.
So,
Also, I think I lost you for a minute there.
yeah, I just said it's a long way down under. If you want to come here.
Oh, man, I would love to. So many places I'd love to visit.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think I'm going to live long enough to see everything. It's just there's just so much to see and do here. Oh, I love it. I've been here about half my life, and would never move again anywhere else. I just love this place.
There's the small lakeside airport there. Yeah, this is what amazes me, like this community right here, where it's a large waterfront community with water just kind of snaking through it, where you can get your boat out, make your way out to the ocean. It's pretty neat.
Yep, yeah, most people living in these kind of areas would have a boat for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Zero Tadpole makes a good point. Australia's cool, but the spiders. Oh.
You know, everybody goes on about Australia having all these dangerous critters, and we do. But you know, I've lived in Australia for around 34 years now, and in that time, I think I've only seen less than a dozen snakes. And,
oh wow!
Most of those would have been dead on the side of the road. You know. You're far more likely to get hit by a bus than you are to get bitten by a shark or a marine stinger or a crocodile, you know, unless you do stupid things, of course.
Right. So I almost missed a waypoint, which looks like it's a lighthouse, possibly right on the point here.
Yeah, I think there's a lighthouse out at the hedge there. Or maybe not. I might just have put it in because it was.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah, no. Looking at the map, I don't actually think there is a lighthouse here. It's just a national park area on the edge there. There are some nice rock pools on that in that area.
So in the United States, we have hurricanes and tornadoes. Do you guys get hit with hurricanes or typhoons or tornadoes? What's your...
Yeah, we call them cyclones down here. We have a cyclone season in the north of the country from about November through till April. But say it only really covers the northern half of the country, which is, you know, tropical to subtropical. Up there, they only really have two seasons, a wet and a dry.
Okay.
The wet season is, you know, your... would be what your winter over there,
right?
And the opposite for the dry season. Down south, we have a more normal spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Okay. Let's see here. King AB YNSH. I'm trying to find it really quick. YNSH is what we just passed over, so you'll be really close if you load in at YNSH. That was, if I'm not mistaken, that was the airport right at the edge of that lake, right about where Haas is, right there. Hi. CIA Cowboy, we got our second raid of the night. CIA Cowboy, what is going on? Okay, King AB. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you. CIA Cowboy, how are you? Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Cowboy in chat. So, CIA Cowboy, yeah, I have been invaded. Dude, I saw you go live. How are you doing? Good to see you, Cowboy. There's a shout out for Cowboy right there. I was really surprised to see you go live. It's been so long. How are you doing? What were you guys doing? Good to see you. So if y'all don't follow Testing and Tuning, if you don't follow CIA Cowboy, go give CIA Cowboy a follow. He is an amazing flight sim streamer, has a real heart for people that are veterans and people that just need help overall. Great person. Go give him a follow. Hey, there's Rolly Mall also.
Okay, we're just over the top of the Noosa River there now, and Noosa Heads at the end. If you look carefully, you'll be able to see there's like a sandbar across the entrance to the river.
Yes.
There's a little gap at the end, which I don't know, but I'm guessing they would have to dredge fairly regularly to keep that channel open.
Oh yeah, I would think so, the way it looks. Took a flight from Honduras to Cozumel. Nice. Oh, King AB. Yeah, check to make sure that you're not in offline mode. Thank you, Speedy, for following CIA Cowboy. You won't regret it. He really is an amazing guy. Great guy.
And now we'll continue flying up the coast along the beach. We're now in the Great Sandy area, Great Sandy National Park to our left. And on this beach, there used to be a wreck. The Cherry Venture went aground in the 70s, and several refloating attempts failed, and it just sat there. I was there back in 1999, I think, or thereabouts, and it was just rusting away on the beach. But I've since discovered in 2003 they actually removed it because it was getting dangerous. People were climbing over it, and there was also a bit of an asbestos problem with it, I think, as well, so it's no longer there. But there is another wreck. Again, we won't be able to see it in the sim, but it does still exist in real life when we get to Fraser Island. But this coastline all the way up here is popular with four-wheel drivers. You can drive all the way up here to around the headland at the end to Rainbow Beach. I'll have a little bit more to say about that when we get there.
Yeah, thank you. I was curious about the origin of that name. So yeah, we'll find out when we get there.
Well, actually, you might not, because I'm not sure I know where the name came from. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That's okay. You just
rushes quickly to Google.
I just make stuff up, Oz. No one's gonna know.
I've been doing that since we started. Nobody's noticed yet.
Wait, was that not really a pineapple? Fake news.
Got it. It derives from the rainbow-coloured sand surrounding the settlement. There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
I don't know if it's a full rainbow, though. I don't think there's any blues or greens. It's mainly reds and yellows and oranges.
That would still be really neat to see, though. Solid Band, what's up, Solid Band? How are you? Good to see you. Hey Ashley, thank you so much for the host. I really appreciate that. Good to see you. Welcome in, and yeah, go to bed, sleep well, my friend. Always good to see you. And I'm kind of sad that Twitch is doing away with hosting. I don't know if anyone has seen that, and I don't recall when it goes away. I think it's sometime in October, but hosting is going away soon. So it looks like there's a little settlement right there. Yes, they are doing away with hosting. Yep, they are. So Ruan, the difference in those three is really just what's included, like the planes and the scenery and some airports. I originally bought the standard version of Microsoft Flight Sim, and I would still have the standard if it was not for this particular plane. I love this plane because of the gauges. I like gauges over a GPS pretty much any day. And that's the only reason that first I bought standard and then I turned around and bought the deluxe just for this plane. So my opinion is buy the standard. Replica, how are you doing? Good to see you. So now I will say, yeah, Ashley, I agree. I will say Twitch is changing some things about multi-streaming. I haven't taken the time to study it myself. I've seen tweets, but I don't always believe what I see on social media. Gasp. So I like to do my own research. I have not researched it yet, but it looks like they are allowing multi-streaming, especially to TikTok and Instagram. So I may do a multi-stream to TikTok sometime just to try it out. But they will allow you now to at least separately stream to YouTube as well. I don't know if you can multi-stream to YouTube, but you can stream separately to YouTube. Oh, October the 3rd. Thank you, Speedy. Yeah, so Ruan, what really sucks about it is if you do buy standard and then you want like this particular plane or a plane that's not available anywhere else or in the marketplace, then yes, you have to pay for the sim all over again. So I did buy the standard version and then I turned around and I bought the deluxe version. No discount, no anything. I paid full price for both, but it's worth it to me. Good to see a Replica. Let me give you a shout out really quick. Yeah, exactly. So they kind of get you. You got gifted X-Plane 12? Nice. So Replica Gaming is another streamer friend. Ooh, Oz, that looks like it'd be a fun place to play. Those sand dunes to the left.
Yeah, there's some nice dunes here, but there's some really spectacular ones again when we get to Frasier Island. The whole island is a sand island. It's really quite spectacular at the northern end. But you're not allowed to drive on them.
Oh, you're not? So no motorcycles or four-wheelers or anything like that?
Not so much. I mean, there are some places in Australia where you can drive on dunes. I'm not completely sure about these ones, but I would guess since it's in a national park, likely not.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh wow, Ashley, that's really nice. Go ahead.
Just going to take a quick comfort break. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's actually Oz Nomad. Solid band. So speaking in Discord, and I'm sorry I haven't already mentioned many times who that is. So this is Oz Nomad who lives in Australia. He's a good friend of the community, and you'll hear him a lot on Captain Arash's stream. Captain Arash has him on voice a lot. Yes, I did, Speedy. I did, but I just want to read. I want to read the terms of service myself, just so I can understand what happens as well. Oh my gosh, Ashley, it's 2:33 a.m. Yes, go get some sleep. Death Crow, what's happening?
Nervous?
Sleep well, Ashley.
Yes.
Take care.
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
So yeah, and since we're flying in Australia, where Oz has lived for most of his life, he offered to be a guest on voice, and I accepted, and here we are. Got a vocal tour guide tonight flying along with us. And he is flying along as well as talking also. So, well, we're kind of just chilling right now. Don't forget, Saturday, It's my 2-year, 2,000 follower celebration stream. It should be, oh, you know what? My landing lights are still on, but fun fact, in the United States, it's not required, but they do recommend that below 10,000 feet, you have your landing lights on just for visibility. Kind of the same way that cars on the road have daytime running lights. Same reason. So that's that's the way I get around it. Adventure Bush Flyers, what's happening? Welcome in. Good to see you again. Yes, of course, Speedy. Jump in and fly. You're always welcome. King Ken, the next landing. Oh my gosh. I'll give you the next airport. It's Yankee. Let me show you. The next airport is right here. So we are right here. And the next airport is going to be Yankee Romeo Bravo Bravo. Texas. What's up, Texas? How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Thank you for 2 months in a row. What? Texas One Flyboy, welcome in. Good to see you again, my friend. Texas One Flyboy is another flight sim streamer. Yeah, they do. They do. But so I haven't started flying yet, but I am taking ground school. So I have decided to start back with flight lessons, saving back money for that. But I did buy ground school, and that was one of the things I learned in ground school was that they recommend below 10,000 feet that you keep your landing lights on just for assistance in visibility. Still working? No problem, man. Thank you for the work lurk. I appreciate it. My favorite World War II plane has got to be the Spitfire. I lost my sock. No, Speedy, you're welcome to fly it, man. Fly whatever plane you want to with whatever livery. It's not exclusively just for Saturday. So no, that's fine. Infidel Fireman, thank you for the test question. What anecdotal phrase can help reverse the hazardous, easy for me to say, the hazardous attitude of impulsivity? Not so fast, think first. So that would be the correct answer on that one is C, Charlie. One of the many hazardous attitudes that we have to know about and know how to counteract them as a pilot. Yes, there is Zero Tadpole. If you're in my Discord, Wombi has created a fix for that. So if you're in my Discord, go to, I think it's under the Microsoft Flight Sim help section of Discord. And it's a really small program that helps with that. Speedy's loading in. Wait, awesome. They are. So Solid Band, those are actual. What I do is every time I come across a question, then I add that to a database. It's on my PC, and that exclamation test command will pull one of the questions at random. There's a little bit over 100 right now in there, and they're actual FAA private pilot lesson knowledge-based questions. Like when you go take your PPL test, those are some of the questions that are on the exam. Yeah, so that way myself, as I'm streaming, you can post exclamation test and it'll randomly pull a question and we can all learn together. I don't know all the answers. So yes, there are times I'm stumped. A lot of times.
We're approaching Double Island Point now.
Oh, Oz, you were breaking up.
Sorry, I got my headphone mixed up. Yeah, approaching Double Island Point here. You can drive all the way up this beach, around the Double Island Point of the ND and into Rainbow Beach Township. But there are things to be wary of. Lots of vehicles have come to grief on this headland. And in fact, in the visitor centre in the town of Rainbow Beach around the corner, there is an entire wall of shame where there are photographs of wrecked vehicles on the beach, upside down, sideways, and washed out to sea. So I drove up and kind of had a look at it, and turned around and came back a kilometre or two, and there's a cut through where you can cut across from one side of the land here to the other.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love there's a wall of shame. There's actually in North Carolina in the United States, the Outer Banks, you can go drive your 4-wheel drive vehicle on the beaches there, but you need to air down your tires, and if you get stuck, they will come rescue you, but you pay a huge fine, probably the same way it is here.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, a lot of people don't let their tyres down. That's the first mistake.
Yep.
They get the tides wrong, because when you want to go around the rocks at the end here, you've got to do it on a low tide, and you've got to sit there and wait for the wave to kind of recede and then dash around before it comes back in again. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I wasn't willing to risk that, so I cut through. My vehicle is more valuable to me.
Yes, mine is too. I would have done the same.
Yeah, I think that headland claims, they reckon, 10 to 12 vehicles a year.
Oh, wow. Irwin just bought Premium Deluxe. Awesome. Yeah, dude, it'll take a while for it to download. Premium Deluxe is going to be huge, depending on your internet speed. I've got 1 gig up and down, and it takes, excuse me, between a half hour and 45 minutes to download. Oh, thank you, Infinite Fireman. Now this is showing a lighthouse is supposed to be here. Is there a lighthouse here in real life?
Leaving altitude.
Hang on, let me.
Little nav map is showing one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's not visible in the sim from when I flew over on the recce flight.
Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing it. How did they miss that one?
Yeah, somebody really slipped up at a Sobo there.
Yeah. There's Adventure Bushflyers has joined us also. Thank you for jumping in, flying along with us. Oh, Ruan, you know what? I am the same way. And 2 weeks ago, I shredded every one of them, deleted every one of them from all of the online stores that I was spending from, and am on my way, hopefully, to financial freedom soon after doing that. Oh,
I
God.
have a Mrs. Oz who prevents me spending any money.
Yeah, well, I've got a missus too, but she didn't know about all the cards that I had gotten. I'm not a good person like that.
Oh, don't worry, you're not alone. I've had plenty of problems in that area in my life too.
Yep. Solid Band downloaded Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 last year. It took 12 hours. Oh, good Lord. Are you serious? After all that, it told you you couldn't run it. Says go. What's happening, man? Nope, my flaps aren't down. I promise you, my flaps aren't down.
Do you have a preferred channel in your Discord, Scruffy, for posting in real life photos and so forth?
Just the there should be a Microsoft Flight Sim photos. I think I've got 2 photos channels, but no, just post them wherever. It doesn't matter. It does look like they're down, says go. It always does. Definitely an optical illusion. I do have a question though for those of y'all that have done liveries for the Kit Fox. Where do I find a paint kit for it? If someone could post me a link to a Kit Fox paint kit. I really don't know what the heck I'm doing, to be honest. but I'd like to experiment with making a livery on my own.
Yeah, I've just posted a Google link in Photos and Art, which is a link to quite a lot of photos of wrecked vehicles at Rainbow Beach.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, the base kit box is already fully white. I've got an idea in my mind for a livery, and I really want to try my hand at it. But I'm just not sure, where do I get like the panels for the kit box to import into the 3D modeler to be able to do that. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm using Blender. I downloaded Blender because it's free and it looks pretty easy to use as well. Okay, so this is Rainbow Beach. Right here, it looks like the city or the township or whatever of Rainbow Beach right here.
Yeah, that's it. That's the town of Rainbow Beach. And you say you can pull off the beach into town here, or you can keep driving right to the end here, which is where you would, well, actually, I'm not sure if you can drive right up the beach to the end. It might be an inland road, but we're heading for a spot at the tip there called Inskip Point, which is where you pick up the barge to take your vehicle over to Frasier Island.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty, access to Frasier Island is pretty tightly controlled. You have to apply for a permit if you want to visit there with a vehicle. And you know, they keep the numbers to a certain level so as not to damage the environment and so forth. And there's a little barge that just runs backwards and forwards between the mainland and the island constantly, effectively.
Oh, interesting. So this airport slipped up on me. I'm just going to do another touch and go here. At the next bigger airport, I'll do a full stop. I really don't need to take a restroom break yet. Wambi, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So Wambi is a developer of a lot of amazing things in flight sim. A very knowledgeable person, and Wambi helped me with an issue with my special livery for Saturday, actually figuring something out on it, and I really appreciate that, Wambi. Yeah, that is Oz Nomad in voice today. Oh, Solid Band, thank you for the test question. Big Papa Polly, welcome in. Yeah, Rainbow Beach, Conti, have you been there in real life? I would love to see, which I can just Google it, but I'd love to see some pictures of Rainbow Beach. A little bit fast. There we go. And now we'll take right back off. Whoa. Ran off the runway. How you doing, Big Papa Polly? Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, Solid Band, thank you for the test question. You plan to phone a weather briefing facility for pre-flight weather information. You should. Ooh, it's either Bravo or Charlie. I can't remember. I mean, the number, they don't care about the number of occupants on board. I would think that they would know that you're a pilot if you're calling for a weather briefing facility. Yeah, I think it's going to be Bravo. I think the correct answer there is Bravo. Oh, so King AB, you can see me. It could just be a server issue. If you're able to see me, but you can't see everybody else, it may be a USE server issue. Beelzy, what's happening, man? How are you doing, Beelzy? Good to see you. Beelzy is another streamer friend of the channel. I met Beelzy when I was a variety streamer. Beelzy, can you believe it's been 2 years for me today? Today is my 2-year stream anniversary. I'm doing the celebration stream Saturday. But 2 years ago today, I did my first stream. I went live, made a complete idiot of myself because I had no idea what I was doing. Oh, so this is where you were talking about where the barges will carry you across. And so Beelzy has left Twitch and is on Trovo now. And Beelzy, shout yourself out, man.
Yep, the barge here goes from the tip of this strip of land over on the left-hand side, if you're just flying past, and straight over to the island where you drive off the barge, and you can either turn right and drive all the way up the beach, or you can go on one of the inland tracks, depending on what the tide's doing and how soft the sand is and so forth.
That looks like it might be the barge right there.
No, I'm not seeing.
Oh no, that's a
anything
fishing
in
boat.
my sim.
Yeah, it's a fishing boat. That's part of his scenery that I've got. Sorry.
Yeah, Fraser Island is the largest sand island in the world. It's composed entirely of sand that's been washed up the coast over eons from further south. I think currently actually it's losing more sand to the north than it's depositing from the south. But the island is quite amazing. There's dense rainforest in the centre, massive dunes at the northern end of the island, fantastic beaches, and it has a series of many perched lakes throughout the island, and some of which are kind of tea-coloured from tannin from the vegetation that gets deposited in them. Others are crystal clear.
Wow. Rolly Mall, take care, man. Thank you so much for flying along with me, Rolly. It's always good to see you, my friend. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Take care, my friend.
Nervous?
Dwarven Egg. What's up, Dwarven Egg? How are you doing?
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Dwarven Egg Official is another flight sim streamer. Dwarven Egg is one of the first flight simmers that I met when I first started flight simming. I'll never forget one of my proudest moments as a flight simmer. One of my first proudest moments was I was doing this tour of the Hawaiian Islands, and we were like 1,000 miles west of the westmost large Hawaiian island, flying over the Pacific mostly. And there was one island, I can't recall the name of it. I think we named it Dolphin Island or some crazy name. Really, really tiny island, but Dwarven Egg coached me into a stall landing on that island, and I was so freaking proud. But there's Dwarven Egg Official. Good to see you, Dwarven Egg. How are you, my friend? So we got a few people flying along tonight. Some people coming and going this evening.
The island is about 120 kilometres north to south, by the way, and about 20 kilometres across.
Oh, wow. So that is... How long is it?
About 120 kilometres north to south, and about 20 kilometres east to west. And the beach is also serves as a landing strip as well as a road. Aircraft do come in and land on the beach, bringing tourists in.
Oh, nice. So no one resides on this island, or do they?
There are a few, like a handful of permanent residents who live here year-round, and there are obviously staff that live here in the holiday season, because there's a couple of resorts and campsites and things like that around. So a few, but not. It's not heavily developed at all.
Gotcha. Oh, Beelzy, you got something going on. Is it affecting Westinator by any chance? Well, keep me informed, Beelzy, so I'll know. We get the dingoes on Frasier Island. So are there dingoes on this island? So a dingo is like a wild dog. Am I right on that, or am I just totally off? Lots of dingoes. Okay, they're protected species. All right, you know what? I'm gonna make this next airport. It looks like a small airport, but right up here where Olden Dragon is, right in that area, there is an airport. Yankee Romeo Alpha India. I'm gonna land right there and do a full stop so I can refill my water and take a quick restroom break. Dingo came from an Indonesian wolf. Oh, okay, thank you, Blue. No, wait, Bluey Gilla, thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate that. And thank you for the information. Oh, Speedy's here. Hey, I see you, Speedy. Welcome in. Speedy's flying the Kit Fox. Speedy is flying the Kit Fox with my brand new emergency search and rescue livery on it. Okay, gotcha. Dom, how are you doing, Dom? I heard the door knock troll, and I was so involved in what in my brain with looking at Speedy that I forgot. Uh-oh, Oz, no, I can't. I thought maybe you were just being silent. Let me see what's up. Test. No, I'm actually, and I am broadcasting onto Discord too, so it must be something on your side. Yeah, I know, Dom. How are you doing? You came really close to getting me. How are you doing, Dom? Good to see you. The janitor, welcome in. Thank you. There we go. I hear you now, Oz.
Leaving altitude.
Yeah, no, got it back. It was my end. My laptop did something weird. I just unplugged the headphones and plugged them back in, and all is well.
Okay, cool. So janitor, I do not fly with FS Realistic. I do not. I don't have a whole lot of mods. I mean, I've got some, but I don't have a whole lot. Wiz, how are you doing, Wiz? Yeah, Dom, I understand being busy. Oh, no problem, Death Bro. Okay, go ahead, Oz. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Sorry. I'm assuming nobody heard what I was saying about the dingoes previously.
No, I was wondering why you suddenly got so quiet.
No problem. Yeah, the dingoes on there's a fair number of dingoes on the island. They are the purest dingoes left in the country now. Most of the mainland ones have interbred with domestic dogs and so forth. But they are a bit of a problem on the island, mainly because tourists insist on feeding them and leaving their rubbish and scraps around so that the dogs come sort of looking for them. And there have been a few attacks on humans over the years by the dogs, and I think there was a case quite a number of years ago now where a child was killed.
Oh, wow.
So they've undertaken to fence off, I think, some of the camping areas that are used by people, and try and educate people in to leave them alone, really leave them to their own devices.
Wow. So this is just a dirt runway, it looks like, and this again will be a full stop for me, so I can take a quick restroom break, refill my water. That was a hop. Wasn't too awful bad. So Dom, your company's closing, so you've been wrapping up projects a ton and job hunting. Oh gosh, are you back in are you back up north, or are you still down south, Dom? Yeah, Death Crow, it's a good time to pop in. So anyone that would like to fly along, now's a good time to jump in with us. closest to airport is the airport we're at right now. You can see that in the upper right-hand corner. Yankee Romeo Alpha India. And server is US East server. Excuse me. Heartbreak on. Oh gosh, King 8. That would be that would be quite a challenge to land here in the Dark Star, but I mean, if you're down for a challenge, try it. I wouldn't try it, but I'm not that skilled either. Oh, did you Wiz? So Wiz Nation is another flight sim streamer. I met Wiz, gosh, a while back. Good to see you, Wiz. Yes, do it, AB.
Hello.
Solid man, thank you for the alert. Yeah, X-Plane 12, from what I have seen, is pretty good. So Solid Band is another flight sim streamer. Also, Solid Band, I'm sorry. I should have already shouted you out. I'm just trying to, anytime I meet someone new who's a streamer, I tend to, oh no. So there's Speedy in my new livery, and now Speedy needs some rescuing. But there's my new search and rescue livery. So there's a shout out from my new friend, Solid Band. One for Wiz, one for Dom, who's also a streamer. Death Crow, I don't know if I shouted you out already or not. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Give me really just like 3 minutes, maybe 4, and I'll be right back. So let me jump out of the plane. There we go. You see something besides just the inside of my plane. I'll be right back, y'all. Enjoy some music. Chat amongst yourselves. All that good stuff. Back. Nice little jazz music for you there. Cosmic Crazy, you're feeling bushy? Awesome. So I almost always fly single prop piston airplanes. I love general aviation. I've only flown an airliner one time and I did enjoy it, but it's just too complicated for me. So I like my general aviation. Speedy, do you have the new livery? Do you have my 172 livery? If you do, I don't know why it's not showing up. All right, so I'm gonna taxi down to my left. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Crazy. I mean, Comet Crazy. I appreciate that. Deep Dish Dave, thank you for the resub. On a 3-month streak, thank you so much for that. It's been a while. You've been super busy with the pizza shops. No problem, man. Hey, I totally understand. So Deep Dish Dave is a streamer as well. Also a pizza shop owner. Welcome in, Deep Dish Dave. Good to see you. Thank you for the resub. I really do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And so crazy. Saturday we're going to be doing a bush flight, a true bush flight in Canada as part of my 2-year 2,000 follower celebration stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a really awesome story behind our flight too. All right, so I'm going to turn. Whoa, you did do it. Are you going to crash? Are you going to go all the... It looks like King AB was successful landing the Dark Star here. Good job. So I don't have anything against airliners, or of course those who enjoy them. That's what's awesome about Microsoft Flight Sim, is everybody can fly what they enjoy. But I absolutely love general aviation, so this is what you'll see me mostly flying. Here, good job, King AB. Look back up in chat. Okay. Oh yeah, I saw that. Orbix just released the Himalayan Central Asia mesh. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Flopper, what's up, Flopper? How are you doing? Good to see you. I will be, so Saturday, I know a lot of you have already heard me say this. Rods, welcome in the Savage Gravel. Yeah, it has been a long time, Flopper. Good to see you again. So Saturday, I'll be doing a 2-year 2,000 follower celebration stream. While I'm taxiing, let me show you this trailer video I made for it. I'll play that really quick. Where is it at, Scruff? There it is. So y'all enjoy this trailer really quick. Or not. Something sinister is going on in the Canadian Rockies. Is it the fabled Bigfoot or some ancient curse? 3 campsites along a 500-mile stretch have emergencies, and it's our job to locate them. Come fly along as we fly the beautiful Canadian Rocky in search of our lost travelers and celebrate 2 years and 2,000 followers. No rules, just flight. So that's our storyline for Saturday. We're going to be flying a 500-mile stretch of the Canadian Rockies in search of 3 different sets of campers who something has happened to them. We don't know what. So if you don't have the camp out mod from Parallel 42, it's available on Orbix. Go get it. Yeah, just search and rescue. It's going to be awesome. If you don't have it, go get it. I do have camp codes in my Discord for you. They're also posted on the Microsoft Flight Sim events forum. the camp codes as well. And what you do with the camp codes, if you have camp out, click on camp out, open it up, and then just import those camp codes. I think you can only do one camp at a time though, but it's okay. They're spread really far out. And thank you, Infinite Fireman. And at each one of the campsites, I'm gonna be giving away a copy of the camp out mod. So you're not gonna wanna miss it if you don't have camp out. It's gonna be amazing. I'm also giving away gift vouchers to Just Light and Sim Market. Oh, nice, Big Papa Polly. Heck yeah, it is well worth the money. Trust me, it is. It's an amazing add-on. And so I thought about reaching out to some of these developers and asking for things that I could give away. But you know what, you guys, everything is going to be from me, because y'all have been amazing. It's been an amazing 2 years. The flight sim community and the members of the Scruffy Tam community have been absolutely amazing with your support. Dom, thank you. Dom, thank you so much for the lurk. I'm sorry I haven't been too chatty with you. But yeah, I really appreciate you. So everything that I'll be giving away Saturday, I have paid for, and that's just my way of giving back to you guys for all that you've done for me. I really appreciate all the support. So with that being said, let's get up in the air and go. Oz, are you still with me? Sorry.
No problem. Scruffy's still here.
All right.
When you take off from here, you'll be flying over next one of the largest lakes on the island. It's called Lake Boomingin. It's one of the tea-coloured ones, and along with some other photos, I put a photo of it in the Photos and Art Discord channel.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Now, where is it? It's in Australia, I'm pretty sure, where there's like a pink water lake or something like that.
There's actually a couple of locations in Australia with pink lakes due to, I think it's cyanobacteria or something like that in the water. We've certainly got a couple here in Western Australia, on a bit further up from Perth on the coast, and I'm not sure where the others are off the top of my head.
Gotcha. So if it's colored that from cyanide, it's nowhere that you really want to swim then, huh?
No, I don't think you'd want to swim in those. No, they tend to be very shallow anyway. They're almost like salt lakes with a thin layer of water over them. And yes, they do look spectacularly pink from the air.
Wow. Yeah, so this is the lake that Oz was talking about. The largest lake on this island.
I believe it is, yeah. And when I was here 30 years ago, there were little, like hundreds and hundreds of little turtles swimming in this lake, about sort of 6 to 8 inches long, something like that.
Oh,
all
cool.
over the place.
So yeah, we got Oz in voice chat, Oz Nomad, member of the community here. This is the first time I've had Oz on chat, but he has been really instrumental in showing us some places in Australia, teaching us about them. You probably heard his voice many, many times over on Captain Arash's channel.
Yeah, and from here we're now flying sort of more centrally into the island, to a spot called Central Station, which is really deep rainforest. There are massive trees in this part of the island. In fact, up until quite a few years ago now, there was an extensive logging operation on the island from the early days, but that's all stopped now, obviously because of conservation.
Right.
But there's a creek here called Wangulba Creek, that runs from here out to the eastern coastline, and the water in it is just crystal clear. When I stood here 30 years ago and looked sort of through the undergrowth to the water, it's not a huge creek, but you actually couldn't see the water. It was like I was looking at sand. It was incredible.
Wow. where I live, South Carolina in the United States, our popular place to vacation is Myrtle Beach. A lot of you guys may have heard of Myrtle Beach, but the water there is very murky. You can put your hand in the water and hardly even see your hand. And I had family that lived on the Gulf Coast of Florida. Years ago, I went and visited them, and the water was much like what you're talking about, Oz. Like, you could walk chest deep and look down and see your feet, and it's just it's incredible.
Yeah, often on the west coast, which is where I generally live. We used to have a little dinghy, and we take the dinghy out, particularly on the Ningaloo Reef further north, and you go out there and you sort of look across the water, and it looks like molten glass. It's an incredible sight.
Good flying, by the way, Rods. I love the aerobatics. Keep it up. So yeah, when I say no rules, just flight, I truly do mean that. I really enjoy seeing the aerobatics and the super fast flybys and stuff. So there's Wangula Creek that Oz was talking about right there.
Yep, that's it. Crystal clear. It's a beautiful sight.
And then this is Lake McKenzie, it looks like, that we're coming up on.
Yep, that's it. This is probably the most popular lake on the island to visit for a day and like go and sunbathe or do a bit of swimming. It's really clear. It's nice. Got nice sandy beaches. When I was here 30 years ago, I was here for about 17 days, I think, on my own. Although I made friends with people I met on the island. I would sort of alternate my days. One day I would spend sunbathing on the beach and reading and popping in for a swim every hour or so to cool off. And then the next day I would go out driving, exploring the island. And that was quite nice. But towards the end of the trip, I was driving back down the beach to the campsite one day, and there was a couple of kids on the beach pointing out into the water. And as the swell came up, probably not that far off the beach, as the swell came up, there were these dark black fins sticking out of it. And that was the last day I went swimming in the ocean. I stuck to the lakes after that.
I don't blame you at all. Wow. So Infidel Fireman asked, is there any good fishing at these lakes on the island?
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head whether you can fish in the lakes. I'm not much of a fisherman, I must confess. I like watching other people do it, but I'll just normally sit there and read a book. And I'm not a huge fish eater. But certainly you can certainly fish off the coast, and lots of people come here. I think there's an annual surf fishing competition here on Frasier Island every year that attracts large numbers of people.
Leaving altitude.
It sounds like you and I have a lot in common, because I'm like you. I personally, I don't have the patience for fishing. I've tried it. I just don't enjoy it. And I don't like fish either. I just have never, I've never really got the taste for fish. Yeah.
I don't mind a good fish and chips from a fish and chip shop, nice crispy batter and that kind of thing. But I don't like strong flavored fish. I like prawns. I mean, everybody likes prawns, I think, don't they? But,
Yes.
and funnily enough, I like salmon out of a tin. But there you go. That's me.
Wow.
Oh, and pilchards too. Pilchards I do like. They're lovely fish.
Okay, yeah, so here's the other dunes that you were talking about right here.
Yeah, you'll start to see these now as we head up the coast. The one that we're heading to at the moment, I think you're a bit in front of me, but there's a small lake here called Lake Waddy, and it is gradually over time, the lake is being engulfed by a sand blow, the dune, which is called hammer blow, I think, or something like that. and the lake is just shrinking. I mean, it'll take hundreds of years for it to be fully engulfed, but it's just getting smaller and smaller. The dune slopes down very steeply into the lake, and people sort of ride on tea trays and other implements down the side of the dune and into the water, or they'll roll down or whatever.
Oh,
It's
neat.
great fun.
So these sand dunes, is that from the wind carrying sand from the beach, or is that how does the sand get? Because it seems like it's only on this coast. Yeah, it is. It's only on the eastern coast. Do you have any idea? I was just curious. Uh-oh, I think I lost you again. There we go. I'm going to go autopilot again for a little while. Oz, if you can hear me, I cannot hear you. Oh, well, yeah, I totally lost Oz. He's not even... There he is. Okay, I'm going to pull him back in. There we go. Can you hear me now, Oz?
Yep, gotcha. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
That's okay.
Maybe I did something again.
Actually, I think what it is, when I ask you a question you don't know the answer, you have technical issues. I am totally picking at you.
You got me. Sprung.
No, I was asking, I don't know if you heard me. How did the dunes get here? Is it because looking at little nav map, it looks like dunes are just on the eastern coast, not on the west. So is it that the winds blow from east to west mostly, and that's bringing up the sand from the beaches, or? I lost him again. Sheesh. There we go. Lost you again.
I don't know what's going on with my Discord.
It's okay.
Got a screen up. But anyway, I'm back, so I won't touch anything more if I.
No worries. You're right.
It's the buttons. It's the buttons that get you.
Right. No, it's funny because I just asked you the same question that I asked the last time that you dropped out. Infidel Fireman saying, "Yeah, he doesn't know." LOL.
Okay, third time lucky. Give it another go.
No, I was just curious why the dunes are just on the eastern coast of this island and not on the west.
Purely to do with which direction the wind's blowing from.
Okay.
I think.
That was what I had guessed, was the winds must blow mostly from east to west, which makes sense from the ocean over the land.
Yeah, that'd be it. Yeah, and I see somebody asked a question about crocodiles. I think. Oh, Super Typhon. Crocs don't usually come down this far south. They're prevalent in the far north of Queensland, but occasionally in the warmer months, when the water here does warm up sufficiently, one or two have been spotted off the coast here, but they're not something you'd worry about at this kind of latitude.
And see, that's interesting too, just because years of watching The Crocodile Hunter, I just assumed that Australia was full of crocodiles everywhere.
Well, it's full of crocodiles in the northern extremities of the country, and they are over time encroaching further south due to global warming and so forth, and numbers as well. At one time, many years ago, crocodiles were almost hunted to extinction in Australia, but they became protected, and their numbers have rocketed over the last 20 or 30 years. There's a huge population of crocodiles now. As I say, they are restricted mainly to the northern, warmer waters.
Wow.
And I don't know if anybody knows, we do in fact have two types of crocodiles here. One is what we call the freshwater crocodile. They're a lot smaller. They're not flesh eating. They live mainly on fish. And then, although you can get a nip from them if you were to upset one or corner it or threaten it, they're not considered particularly dangerous. It's the salties or the saltwater crocodiles, which are the huge ones, and those, yes, you need to be very wary of. You know, when you're camping in those areas, you don't revisit the same spot to go fishing every day because the crocs get to know. You know, you stay away from the water's edge as much as possible, that kind of thing.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. Getting a lot of turbulence right here. Oh, Death Crow's in the Kodiak. Nice. Rods, you're doing an amazing job with that flying. What is that? What are you flying? Oh, Savage Gravel. Gotcha. That's a really nice plane for that.
Just about here, I think, well, I can't tell how far in front of me you guys are, but below us is Eli Creek, which is the largest freshwater creek on the island. People take great pleasure in walking some distance up the creek, chucking in their inflatable ring or raft or whatever, and sort of floating back down to the coast. But the river itself, the outlet of the river onto the beach, again, can be treacherous. The water sort of comes out and it kind of S-bends out into the sea, but the S-bend changes every day. Every day you go there, the direction of it is different. The water is deeper or shallow, depending upon the tides. And when as these S-bends wind their way down the beach, you get, it scours out fairly large banks at times. The banks can be like up to 2 feet deep. So if you're driving up here and don't look what you're doing, falling off of one of those isn't all that pleasant.
Oh, wow. And Mini Tune, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Mini Tune 1892, Lewis 1999. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. If you feel so inclined to, feel free to jump in and fly along with us. We are on US East server, and the closest airport is showing right here in the upper right hand corner. Welcome on in. Don't be shy.
Show us those.
Hey, Infinite Fireman with a sock command. It's been a little while. So my socks of the evening, on the right foot, I've got my black socks with multicolored diamonds on them. On the right foot, I knew we'd be flying over water today, so I threw in some octopus socks, pink socks with blue octopi on them. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. So there's a waypoint right here called Cathedral that I'm about to fly over. Is there an actual cathedral there, or is that just the name of it?
It's just the name of it. It's Cathedral Beach. There's a campground there, which is actually the one I stayed at when I was at the island.
Oh, cool.
But it's just the name of the beach. And just before that, we've already flown up. You can't see anything in the sim anyway. Is where in real life the wreck of the Mahino is still in place on the beach. That's been there for quite some time. I can't remember exactly when it went aground, but I'll put a picture of that in the Discord too.
Awesome, thank you. Hey, Staff, what's going on, man? How you doing, Staff? Good to see you. So Sergeant Staff just jumped in and said hello. Sergeant Staff is another flight sim streamer, a good friend of the community, and was also a guest on my podcast a couple podcasts ago. If you are interested in listening to my podcast, type in !podcast, and that'll get you a link to my podcasts. Minitune, unfortunately, you don't have a computer or an Xbox. No problem at all. Well, I will be your Microsoft Flight Sim then. It's an absolutely beautiful sim. I love that you can explore the world in real time, go anywhere in the world that you want to and see it about as real as possible without actually being there. But welcome in either way. Good to have you with us. Staff, you learned you can still bench a 10-bolt GM rear diff. I don't know that I could do that, Staff. I had a friend when I was much younger. He's passed away now, but he can actually, he could pick one up and put it over his head standing up. Big old guy. Oh, nice, Mini Tune. Thank you. Wambi, this is true. This is true. Mini Tune, is the closed captioning working correctly? Yes. Oh, it's really early in the morning for you. Welcome in. Yes, that was, I was very saddened to hear of the passing of Queen Elizabeth. What an amazing individual she was, and I know that she'll be sorely missed for sure. DCM, welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. 3:30 a.m. Good Lord. Oh yeah, Beelzy, I forgot you're from the UK too. So yeah, I actually did a tribute to the Queen like 5 minutes before stream was to start. I thought about, I need to do some sort of tribute. So what I did was I found God Save the Queen instrumental, and I wish I would have thrown together a video really quick, but I just did a black screen for 1 minute while I played God Save the Queen in tribute to Queen Elizabeth. Right at the beginning of stream. Yeah, she was amazing, Staff, for sure. Yep. You're pretty much
now, of course, it's God Save the King.
Yep, that's right. DC, I'm doing pretty good winding down for the day. Dude, yeah, I've been wound down. Beelzy, I know a lot of people from the UK that are just like you. Their schedule is pretty much based on our time zone. So anyone that's new to the channel, you needed a scruffy fix. Nice. If you're new to the channel, I am Scruffy Tam. I've been a gamer since I was, well, 1970s, late 1970s. I was around 10 years old, and my family had the game Pong, and I've been a gamer ever since. I started streaming 2 years ago today. And I've been a flight simmer for almost a year. And that's pretty much it. I love general aviation. Love flying small planes. Really enjoy it. You found a mystery noise in your car. Oh, what was it? Oh, string got into your brake drum? Interesting. Your body has no time what it is at the minute. I understand, Mini Tune. Yeah, Beelzy, that's the same. That's what the people that I know from the UK, that's why their schedule is what it is, because of their friends in the US. The nuts on valve was rattling. Well, I just splashed water all down my shirt. Oh, you come to watch US Open tennis. Nice.
Okay, we're coming up on Orchid Beach Resort now, and there's an airport here too, I think. Orchid Beach is one of 2 resorts on the island. Not the other is Kingfisher on the western coast. Now, when I was here 30 years ago, Orchid Beach, I went up to have a look at it. It was actually kind of abandoned. It was sort of fenced off, and nobody was there. So I'm not sure whether it's still operating or not these days. But those are the 2 main resorts on the island. Other than that, there's a couple of campgrounds, organised campgrounds where you get a site and there'll be power and running water. But other than that, it's free camping in certain designated areas all the way up the oceanside beach. You can pretty well pitch your tent or your camper trailer or whatever anywhere you like within a given area.
Nice. Mini Toon, this is actually Australia. We're flying Australia for the next little while, several months, I would suppose, doing a tour of Australia.
2 years at least, Scruffy. 2 years.
And this is Oz Nomad, who's a resident of Australia, who I've got in voice this evening with us. Let's see. Can do stream. They did a flight. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was in that stream. I was in his stream then. I was in his stream when it was announced that she had passed, and I saw that they were at Balmoral Castle. Yeah, because we had visited there, 2 weeks ago, I think. The turbo encabulator. Oh, I show that video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and search turbo encabulator. But I show that video on day 1 of transmission class every year. It's an old school, like 1970s video that's like a parody training video. So Oz, I'm curious as to what this is. There's a P on little nav map. There's a P that looks like parking, like a parking symbol.
Hang on, let me take a look at little nav map.
Oh, they redid it with the same guy in the 90s? I didn't realize that. Hey, what's up, Wired? How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. How's it going, man?
I can't see a P on little.
You don't see it on yours? Yeah, it's showing P, and it looks like in the United States it would be a parking symbol, but it's just weird that it would be right there.
Well, I would think it might well be, because there's an inland. This is Indian Head, and there is you can't drive around the beach on this bit. You have to take the inland track across it, and it looks to me as though there would be parking here, because you can stop here and walk up to the top of Indian Head for the view.
Okay. Oh, staff, I'll have to look that one up. I haven't seen that, the newer one. That's pretty funny. A guy with the Viper V10 in the background with a hammer. Mini Tuna pilot coming to London had to tell all passengers on board of the Queen passing. Oh, wow. I can't imagine the emotions of the pilot and all the passengers on board. Yeah, Wired, no problem. I totally understand. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, there is a small airport right there. Yeah, Haas and Texas Flyboy are there. I kind of let it sneak up on me, so I'm not going to do a touch and go here.
Oh, sorry, wrong location. That wasn't Indian Head. That was Waddy Point, but the comments still apply. You can't drive around it. You have to drive inland to cross it.
Okay.
And as we proceed further north now up this coast, you'll notice the the vegetation starts dropping off a bit, not as much as in the sim as in real life, and the dunes become more and more prevalent until we get to the northern tip of the island. It's like the Sahara Desert. It's just sand. It's really quite spectacular straight off the beach.
Oh, wow. Wired, thank you. I'm really excited about Saturday. Probably more excited than I ever have been about a stream. And I think the reason why I'm so excited is because it's something that I've never seen done before on a stream, where they actually had a stream with some sort of storyline to go along with it, like we're doing. So I'm kind of excited about it. Oh, King Ken, you landed at Hervey Bay. You got to go. No problem. Hey, King Ken, thank you so much for being here. It's always nice having people who live in the area that I'm flying. They can, tell us information and let me know what I'm flying over. So I really appreciate your input earlier as well. And yes, Minitoon, it really is. It really is sad how quickly people's medical conditions can change. I'll tell you a story about a personal story in just a minute. Oh, no problem, staff. Actually, oh yeah, King AB, if I had time after stream was over, I probably would do like a formation fly over Buckingham Palace. But I do need to work tomorrow, so I gotta get in bed shortly after stream's over. Yes, I did, Speedy. Planet Neutral. What's up, Planet Neutral? How are you doing? Good to see you. So, in 2009, my dad tripped and fell a couple times. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? We all lose our balance and trip and fall. And he was 68 years old, so older. I'm not going to say old, because the older I get, the 68's not all that old to me anymore. Wow, 2,200 cars last year. That's wild. So, he would lose his balance and fall, and we didn't think anything about it. Well, then it got worse and worse, and he went to the doctor about it, and it turned out he had a brain tumor that was affecting his motor skills. And this was in September. Okay, so September of 2009, he was diagnosed with a brain tumor that was affecting his motor skills. Inoperable. They couldn't operate on it where it was located at. And he passed away Thanksgiving Eve of that year. So less than 2 months. Well, right at 2 months from the time he was diagnosed, or really about 3 months from the first sign of symptoms, he passed away. So yeah, it's crazy how we can go from perfect health to something just taking us out really quick.
Yeah, all these sand dunes or sand blows, we call them here, they're all moving over time westward as with the prevailing wind from the ocean. And the sand moves on the western side and engulfs more of the vegetation, and the eastern side of the dune will kind of reveal like now dead trees and vegetation that used to be there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really neat. You can even, like on the dunes, well, you can see them now. You can see the ripples in the earth from the wind blowing the dunes and creating little hills. But like you can even see that the western side of the dunes is higher elevation than the eastern. Yeah, especially like right there. That's really interesting. Yeah, Wombi 68 definitely was too young. If he was still alive today, he would be 2009, 19. I don't know. He'd be, I guess 80, what 81, 82, something like that.
I got to say, from my perspective, 68 is well too young to go.
Yeah. Super Typhon ETE. So we are, let's see, 8, 20, 30, 40, 50. Close to an hour still. We still have close to an hour to go, Super Typhon. Man, y'all know Caesar GRW, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for that follow, Caesar GRW. Welcome on in. Y'all, many of you guys have seen Philip Bowen come into the channel. He's the guy with the fiddler guy that plays the fiddle. I was on Twitch earlier in the week. Did any of you guys see how many people were watching him earlier in the week? He is really amazingly talented. He had over 14,000 viewers live earlier in the week. He was on Twitch front page. So Saturday for me, I realized that after I had already scheduled and posted about my 2,000 follower celebration stream, but it's one of the biggest Jeep events in my region. It's a big Jeep fest and a huge, really nice Jeep 4-wheel drive off-road ride that we do too. But it was too late. I had already posted about my stream, so I'm not going to go to it. I'd rather stream. No, Jukebox Grim. He was not in the hot tub. He's live right now. Philip Bowen Music. He's got 125 viewers now, but somehow he got on the Twitch homepage. And when you get on the Twitch homepage, your stream just goes nuts. But this cat, he plays fiddle to any, what? Dude, you just prime sub. Thank you so much for the prime sub. Wow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the prime sub, Jukebox. He will take any song that you request. He takes requests. Any song you request, he'll play it with a fiddle. I can't remember what song he played that night, but I was like, there is no freaking way that you can fiddle this music. And dude, he totally killed it. Yeah, the hot tub streams are a little over the top. Thank you for the follow too, Jukebox. I really appreciate that, man. Just jumping in, saying hi, giving me a sub and a follow. What? Thank you very, very much. Welcome in.
Now, as we reach the northern tip here, in real life, there's actually a sand spit at the end, which continues on some way out. And when the tide is low, you can walk out quite some distance here.
Oh,
also,
neat.
just around the corner, there's another lighthouse that Asobo missed. It's not in the sim.
So, do you know, have people walked way out and then get caught with tide coming in and have to get rescued?
I haven't heard of any. I did walk out probably a kilometre or kilometre and a half or so when I was there, but I'm not aware of anybody that actually got trapped. I think you could do, because It's long and narrow, and the tide comes in from the sides. So I suppose you could find yourself trapped out there if you weren't careful. But if people have got any sense, they're keeping an eye on it, or they've looked at the tides and know what's going on.
True. Yeah, Jukebox, it didn't come up as a first time chat. And so I was wondering about that too. It's just one of these crazy things that Twitch does. You're not the first person who Twitch has unfollowed for some crazy reason, you know, somebody. Carmel. Let's see, wait a minute. Carmel Tough. Thank you so much for the first time chat. We are on US East server. We still have a little bit less than an hour to go. So if you want to fly along, jump on in and fly with us. You're very welcome to. Because I want to say, staff and Oz, I'm originally from Massachusetts, and the part of Massachusetts I'm from is Cape Cod, which was it sticks way out into the Atlantic Ocean, and it's got something very similar on its southeastern point, a large sand dune that goes out. And I want to say when I was a kid that I remember my parents talking about people walking out and getting trapped. But I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Cape Cod has made us fish. What's up, Nine Tango? How you doing? Vlad, what's up, Vlad? How are you doing? Are you the Vlad that I think you are? Vladis Lavras? What's up, Vlad? Good to see you. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in. You know what, Jukebox? I bought a HOTAS months and months ago just so I could learn how to fly helicopters, and I have yet to fly a helicopter. So once they release them, I may just be forced to learn how to fly a chopper. Who knows? Who knows? We have problems with people getting trapped. Oh, go ahead.
I was just to say, yeah, I'm looking forward to the choppers. So I think they're going to be great fun, and the gliders too. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are excited about them. Caramel, where we're flying, there's very few airports. There's some, but the closest one is right here, Yankee Umbrella. No, wait a minute, Yankee Uniform, Romeo. And I'm looking to see where it is. Your best bet, maybe, and if you don't have to, but if you want to send me a friend request in the sim and then you can spawn in on me, that might be your best bet. Or like Infinite Fireman said, you know, spawn in at YURR, and then you should be able to find us. We're on US East server.
Yeah, YURR is at Orchid Beach, a little bit behind us now.
Okay. Oh yeah, Vlad. I've heard several other people say the same thing. Oh yeah, Wombi. I bet that is yeah. Without seeing a single hill, that is kind of strange, huh? Scruffy livery. As soon as I learn how to do liveries, Super Typhon, that's another reason I want to learn how to do liveries, is so that I can like livery every freaking plane I have. Oh, it's chucking it down again. It's happened on Wednesday. Thunder and lightning, but it's Yes, I am flying with a real Aussie. So this is Oz Nomad. You can see Oz's plane up ahead, and he's on Discord chat right now, kind of giving us a tour. Quasar, we are headed towards... So what I'm doing, I'm not sure where Woomera Way is. Oz, do you know where Woomera Way is from where I'm at?
Oh, Woomera. Woomera is in the centre of Australia.
Okay.
I'm not sure about... Yeah, Woomera is the old nuclear testing site.
Okay.
The Brits tested all their atomic weapons back in the 50s. We'll get to that, but it'll be much later in the tour.
Okay. So yeah, let me show you where we're at, Quasar, just to help you know where we are. So we're flying this island right here, and we have just a few more legs to go. So yeah, at YURR should be right here. I think that's YURR, and then you just have to come up here to meet us. I hope that helps.
You could start at YURR and just cut across and hook up with us.
Yeah, that's true. So tonight we're flying Australia. In fact, most of my streams for the next while are going to be just touring Australia. But Saturday is my 2-year, 2,000 follower celebration stream. We're going to be flying the Canadian Rockies. I found a really nice, I can't really call it a valley. It's more like a channel in the Canadian Rockies. It's about 500 nautical miles long. And we're going to be doing a search and rescue mission there. There's 3 campsites that have run into some sort of an emergency situation. All we've received is an SOS signal. We don't know what their emergencies are. We don't really know where they're located, but we do know they're along this 500-mile stretch. So we're going to get in our bush planes and search for 3 campgrounds. I'll have giveaways, and it should be a lot of fun. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this done.
Now, the western side of the island that we're flying down now on our way to Hervey Bay is actually quite different to the eastern or ocean side of the island. It's a little more swampy in places. And it's notorious for sandflies or midges, as we because it's not popular with campers, because those midges they're deadly. They're way worse than mosquitoes.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, they're tiny things. You can barely see them with the naked eye, but the bites are horrendous. They swell up, you get blisters and all sorts. But I think the prevailing wind on the ocean side sort of keeps them away.
That makes sense. It keeps them on this side. Yeah, just looking at it in the sim, it looks totally different. No sand dunes, a lot of vegetation.
Yeah, there's a point coming up soon here called Watomba Creek and Watomba Swamp, which is that's known for swallowing the odd vehicle or two here too.
Oh, really? DCM, thank you for the door knock troll. Oh, you have midgies there in Michigan as well? I don't think I've ever seen a midgie. Fun fact, there's only 2 non-poisonous bugs in Australia. Not 2 species, just 2 individual bugs. 99 Tango. That's funny.
Yeah, their names are Bob and Jim.
Is it Douglas Channel? No. We're in Australia. Oh, Caramel, want me to slow down some? Actually, so my plan is to fly about 95 knots. So, I could fly slower, but. Oh, someone's right on the beach. Is that you, Oz? That's flying really low? No, I see you way over there. Someone's flying really low.
I can see a tag. I think is that Olden Dragon down there.
Okay, that's Big Papa Polly down there. Okay.
Be nice to come here in real life with a kit fox and all that camping gear. I think.
It really would be. Yeah. Wombi's front door is surrounded by large spiders at the moment, and you're very happy. I can be sure they're completely harmless. Oh, I hate spiders. That's really weird because I've got the kit fox. I don't know why it's showing as a bonanza. Oh, he was grilling you about living where it's so cold, but his wife was hollering because there was a huntsman in the house. Ugh, yeah. No, thank you. Yeah, spiders don't go to heaven. I'm sure spiders go to hell, and I help them get there as quickly as they can. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't like spiders. Or in our area, the biggest spiders we have are wolf spiders, and they're really harmless, but they look so freaking mean. And they carry their babies on their back, so you'll see them and they'll look humongous, and you'll spray them with bug spray or something, and like millions of spiders will just pour off their back. Ugh, but yeah, I don't like spiders. So this is Wathumba Creek we're coming up on, or I'm coming up on.
Yep, you'll see there's a bit of an inlet there, and yeah, it's pretty treacherous around there for vehicles.
Super Typhon, I wish I was free of it, but I'm telling you, I just do not like spiders. I've never been a spider liker.
No, I got to admit, I'm not real keen on them. I can just about hack them, and things like those huntsmen. Yeah, they look scary, but they're not dangerous at all. But yeah, there's just something about them that sends shivers up your spine a bit.
Yeah. This looks like it would be a nice area to vacation in. It's like a big lake with a little inlet.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's just those damn sandflies that
that's true.
Get you. Midges, yeah.
That's true. Oh wow, you can free handle spiders, Super Typhon. So when I was the house we live in now, my wife and I had just bought it, and I was showing it to a couple coworkers after work one night, and we came in and there was a wolf spider walking down the hallway, and I was like, oh heck no. And one of the guys just picked it up like it was nothing and threw it in the toilet and flushed it. But no way I can touch a spider. I can't do it. I'd die, I think.
Oh, I've handled the odd huntsman that I've had to get rid of for the grandkids. Yeah, I think the worst thing is what somebody just said in chat there is when one crawls out from behind your sun visor as you're driving along. That's a bit scary.
Yeah. Yeah, now we do have snakes here where I live. I've seen a couple. I haven't seen a lot, but the ones I have seen are black snakes, which are, perfectly harmless. And in fact, they eat the poisonous snakes that are in this area. So if I see a black snake, I leave it alone. And I probably would not be opposed to picking up a snake as long as I knew that it was harmless. They don't really freak me out like spiders do.
Yeah, I can remember when I announced to my mother years ago that I was emigrating to Australia. She very quickly told me that 9 out of 10 of the most venomous creatures in the world live in Australia.
Oh, wow. So flying along tonight, I'm sorry, I really haven't given much love to the people flying along with me tonight, but we got Adventure Bush Flyers flying along. Sonoris is here. Kenzo is here. Kenzo's been here since the very beginning. Infinite Fireman, which a lot of people have. Infinite Fireman, Oz Nomad, Texas One Flyboy, Speedy, Olden Dragon, Rods. Jerdot was here. Did Jerdot drop out? Because they actually loaded in when I was like way before stream started. I saw Jerdot load in. Yeah, Cottonmouth. We have Cottonmouths here. Wired, you have pet jumping spiders, or are you just trolling me? I thought jumping spiders were like really tiny. Oh yeah, now black widows are not uncommon here either. I mean, it's on a regular basis that you see a black widow here. You just know where to look for them and be careful, but I've never been bitten by one that I know of, but I've seen a bunch of them. The barking spiders. Yeah, we have barking spiders here too. Ask my wife at night. You really do, about the size of my thumb. Oh wow, that's oh man. Yeah, Wired, when I think of jumping spiders, the spiders that I see that jump are really tiny. So I thought you were just kind of joking with me. Oh, Caramel, you don't see us? Are you on US East? That could be why I don't see many people. It could be we're having server issues. So why don't we all switch to Southeast Asia really quick? And I hate to switch servers in the middle of a stream, but I'm just curious if there's a lot more people flying than what I'm seeing. So let's switch to Southeast Asia. All right, Southeast Asia server, y'all. See if that fixes Caramel's issue. The server is serving up some MSFS stuff. Yes, it is. It always does. Server's always serving up some junk. Servers be serving. Oh, staff, you off to work? No problem, my friend. Have a good evening. Keep those machines working. Yeah, good luck. Keep those machines going. That looks like all the same people, so it must not have been may not be a server issue. My username is ScruffyTam. So fortunately, I have been able to use the name ScruffyTam across everything. So with one F, I'm ScruffyTam everywhere, on all social media, on all games and everything. 20 nautical miles to touchdown. Yeah, we are. We're really close. We're close to our final destination now also. Oh, King AB, no problem, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you for flying along, and congratulations again on landing that Dark Star at that Little Bush airport. You did good. Yeah, that hour really flew by. Ah, no pun intended. Take care, staff. Have a good night. Well, as we do approach our final airport of the day, just another really quick reminder that Saturdays will start at 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's noontime Zulu. That way we can get all our friends from all around the world, because it's going to be a really long stream. It should be 7 hours or so. It's going to be a lot of fun too. So get your favorite bush plane or whatever you like to fly, and be ready to fly along with me. I'll be giving away one of the camp out mods at each one of the campsites as we find them. So there'll be 3 giveaways of the Parallel 42 camp out mod, plus several Just Flight gift vouchers and several Sim Market gift vouchers as well. Wow, that's huge. Got to get back to counting the draw and cleaning the floors. Oh, no problem. Deep Dish, thank you so much for being here, man. Always good to see you. Take care. Have a good evening, and look forward to seeing you soon. So the Bills are beating the LA 31-10. Wow. Caramel, I don't see you either. Are you on Southeast Asia server now? And I am. Where are you at, Caramel? Are you back at YURR? Okay, yeah, so you're on Southeast Asia. Are you at YURR still? If you are, that's probably what's wrong, because we're a long ways now from YURR. All right, now we're approaching Hervey Bay. Is that right, Oz? Is that how it's pronounced?
No, close, but no cigar. It's Hervey Bay, and it's the whale watching capital of Australia. I mean, you can see whales in lots of places around Australia, south coast, west coast, but here is reckoned to be the best place. And southern right whales migrate this coast from April till October every year, and that's a big tourism factor here.
Oh wow, very interesting. Do they actually swim into the bay, or is it just right outside the bay?
No, I think they do venture into the bay at times.
Nice. Yeah, so Caramel, I am so sorry that you were not able to oh, you're at YURA? Oh, you're at YURA? Okay, so okay, YURA, you should be seeing us soon. However, we're going to be landing at YHBA, which is right beside that airport. And that's going to be my final airport of the day. So feel free, if you can see, to fly. But I still don't see you. You should be over this direction from me. Make sure that you have all players turned on and that you have multiplayer turned on also. And I'll be ending stream shortly after I touch ground at this airport. Oh, there's Captain Carl. Welcome in, Captain Carl. Good to see you. And so I'll be flying into runway 25, I think, or is that 29? Yeah, it's 29. Runway 29. And we should have a direct headwind flying in there. Supposed to be another lighthouse on this island, but it doesn't look like it's there either.
Nah, they missed that one too.
Speedy, thank you for flying along and using my new livery. It's nice to see it on a plane flying.
There's actually 2 lighthouses on that island. They're timber built and heritage listed.
Oh, wow. Where am I landing? Yeah, runway 29. So I'm going to be landing at YHBA, Hervey Bay. That's a Yankee Hotel Bravo Alpha. And I'll be pulling into runway 29. Runway 29 or... So I'll spend some time tomorrow trying to dig through some of my my original flight sim streams, maybe to throw together a short video to show Saturday at some point during the stream. I've already found some of my old clips when I was a variety streamer that I'll show.
Leaving altitude.
Hey, Spiffy, how are you doing? Welcome in. I am fantastic. I'm from South Carolina. Good to have you with us this evening. How are you doing? I know several people that live in Chicago. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, good old Carolina. Awesome. Glad to hear you're doing good. Spiffy, I would invite you to fly along with us, but we are coming up on our final airport. Right there where Captain Carl is where I'll be stopping for today. Spiffy, thank you for the follow also. Thank you for that follow, Spiffy. I appreciate that. We'll be stopping off here, and my next stream will be Saturday morning starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is noontime Zulu. We'll be flying a search and rescue mission using the new Parallel 42 campout mod. It's the first time I've ever seen anyone do anything like this. It's more of a story-based or adventure-based stream. Oh, nice. Yeah, please do. Spiffy, love to have you fly along. On my streams, everyone's always welcome to fly and, fly what you want to fly and fly however you want to fly. I've had people, in fact, tonight, I had a couple people doing aerobatics right in front of the plane. I've also been buzzed, at Mach speed before, so just want you to be happy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I do have a Discord too. Infinite Fireman just posted it. If anyone would like to join Discord, of course, there's no requirement to, but that's how you can keep up to date with my schedule, get the camp out codes for Saturday's stream, flight plans, and all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you, Infinite Fireman. That's where you get a lot of information about the streams there. And you'll almost always see me fly in general aviation. I really love single prop piston engine planes. Yeah, you should be on live players. I've got a command that tells you what to do, but I can't remember what it is. Sheesh. Let's see if I can find it really quick. This landing may be rough, y'all. Oh yeah, I love GA flights. So I'm doing a series where we're flying Australia, and I've got an Australian, friend on the line with us in Discord right now, who's been helping us with some of the areas we're flying over. Oh well, I can't find the command that I created for people to get their multi. Oh, I think it's multi. Try exclamation multi. Could someone type that in for me? Exclamation multi. I think that'll give multiplayer settings. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Cold Fork's good. I was actually looking at Moose, but yeah, if Cold Fork's on, I'll raid Cold Fork. Cold Fork's a great guy. Nice. Very nice. Smooth landing there. I don't know why it didn't show what my landing rate was. I was pretty proud of that, and it didn't even show it for me. Good. Sheesh. Maybe it was so good it was like there's no reason to even post it. No, that's okay. Cold Fork rated me not too long ago, so I'll return the favor to him. Cold Fork's a great guy. Yours was negative 55. Nice.
Look away, everyone. My landing is going to be bad. I've got the stutters bad.
Oh, do you? All right, so there's Oz Nomad. Oz is the other voice that you hear on stream. He's an Australian resident. How do I know the landing rate? So I do have... Oh, there's my landing. My landing recorded at negative 221. Sheesh. Thank you, DCM. So Caramel, there's how you need to have everything set up right there. And Oz, I totally missed your landing. Looks like you didn't do too bad.
It wasn't worth watching. Don't worry.
Yeah, so Sonaris, there's an app that I use called Sim Toolkit Pro that gives me my landing rate. All right. If everyone, if you want to gather around right here where I'm at, I'll get the drone cam out and I'll get a screenshot of us. Get some screenshots of us, I should say. Something I always like to do at the end of stream, just to kind of show some love to everyone fly. What the heck? We got half a plane sticking out of the ground right here. That's pretty funny. Is it, you know, it's unfortunately it's not usable on the Xbox that I know of. Oh, Spiffy, how did I come up with the name Scruffy Tam? That's a really good question. Oh, that was Captain Carl that's halfway in the ground. So years ago, it hasn't bloomed yet, right, Womby? Years ago, so I've got my screenshots. Y'all are good now. Thank you. When I got my first PC, I had a mouse pad, and Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King were on it. And chat rooms were really big back then. So you really, the internet was fairly new, but there were chat rooms that you could go in and chat with people all around the world. And it was really cool because it was the first time that you could really openly communicate and meet people around the world. But you had to have a chat handle, and I was going to use Timon or Pumbaa as my chat handle, but I couldn't think of either one of their names. Now I did ICQ. I don't think I did Yahoo Chat, but I did ICQ. There was another one, and then some coffee rooms as well. Yeah. So the only thing I could think of was Scruffy. So it was Scruffy with 2 F's, and that went good for a while. But then the more the internet grew, the more people used the username Scruffy for, you know, whatever, with 2 F's. So then I changed it to 1 F, and then it became more popular. So then I used Scruffy with 1 F and added the first part of my daughter's name to the end. So that's why it's Scruffy Tam. All right, everybody. Yeah, let me get this raid going really quick. Raid. Wait, I don't even see Cold Fork. I don't see Cold Fork streaming. Is Cold Fork live? I'm not seeing him. Oh, he is. I see him now. Sorry. I totally missed him. Okay. We'll raid Cold Fork tonight. Great friend. Oz, thank you so much, man, for being here in voice. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do that. Spiffy, thank you for the follow. Jukebox, thank you for the follow and for the Prime sub as well. Caesar, thank you for the follow. Mini Tune, thank you for the follow. Deep Dish Dave, thank you for the resub. Texas Flyboy, thank you for the follow. CIA Cowboy, thank you for the raid, the awesome raid. I really, really appreciate that. Snipes, thank you for the follow. Deep Impact with the follow. Tight Back End with an amazing raid. Also, thank you for that raid. Hamo Time, thank you for the 300 biddies. Tam the OG, thank you for gifting a sub to Continuum. Conti, our good friend Connie. Conti, thank you for being here tonight. It was really a pleasure to have you with me here. Fire Sandy, thank you for the follow as well. And also, off-stream follows really are amazing to me. Katie 0565 followed me off stream. Oh, I forgot to get the raid started. There we go. Oh, I love Conti as well. Conti's awesome. He's a longtime friend of the community and was here for a good long while at the start of stream. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget, I'll be back Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, 12 noon Zulu. We're gonna have a 2-year, 2,000 follower celebration stream. I'll be giving away 3 copies. I'll be giving away 3 copies of the new Camp Out mod, as well as some Just Flight gift vouchers and some Sim Market gift vouchers. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Some good bush flying, beautiful scenery. Take care, everybody. KW, good to see you. Thank you, Oz, once again. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Scruffy.
You're welcome, Oz.
See you.
Take care.
Everyone.
Take care, man. All right, let's get going. I wish y'all happy flying, safe landings. See you next time. Let's start the raid right now. Oh, raid messages. Sheesh, I almost forgot. If you are a sub, that's your raid message. If you're not a sub, that's your raid message as well. Just let's show him some Scruffy Tam love once we get over there to Cold Forks channel. Now, let's get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Let's start the raid. See you soon. Good night.